everything nice, yeah, everything real. Talk to me nice, for real, for real. I don't play that, I've been in my bag, I stay there. I got plans on top of plans, and I do not intend to play fair. I'm going in, that's all I do. Standing on business, that's what I do. I'm going in, there's something, I'm on top of it, yeah, what you do.
Start your day with a warm cup of Flannel Sam. Or how about a full cup of Detroit Kool-Aid?
Oh, yeah.
Mix in a little JB, and you got yourself the breakfast of champions. Live guests, fan reactions, and updates for your favorite teams. Wake Up Woodward is live now on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Generally, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th, but I think we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shout out to those Detroit Tigers. Got me feeling fired up. Bro, we called 6 locks. Wasn't quite the 6 we called. One off. But those Detroit Tigers, man. What up, though? People, it's Wake Up Woodward. We appreciate you guys for choosing to kick off the day with the WUW Crew. Chat family, as always, you guys are the most important part of this thing. Go ahead and smash that like button. Let's run it up, man. We got a Friday show. We're gonna get a little busy. Shout out to our brother Flannel Sam. Off day today. We got that dude Justin filling in for the vet of the squad. And in the sound booth, guys already know Detroit's #1 draft pick, Black Hollywood, aka Detroit's #1 draft pick to me.
Yay. Hey, man, first time since 2013, 6 All-Stars for the Tigers.
Come on, talk to him.
Talk
to him, KG. Come on.
I got the victory shades on. Talk your talk.
Detroit is back, baby. You love to see it, man. Love to see it. Shout out to the Tigers, man.
Hey, I love the Do Work shirt as well.
Oh, got to, man.
Shout out to the
got to.
business. And that's just the city, man.
Oh, yeah.
JB Smooth, WUW Sports MVP in the TD booth. It's a celebration.
Yes, sir.
What up, though?
It's a celebration. Shout out to those Tigers. I'm still upset though. I didn't get my snack wrap yesterday. So still hungry.
This is day 2 now of JB Smooth. He is going to bring you exclusive coverage of McDonald's snack wrap being back. I can't believe I made national news.
I mean,
actually,
I'm not surprised
right now, bro.
I heard Popeyes dissed them, man. Yeah.
What?
No, Popeyes
They
for
catching
real.
strays? What up, though?
I was just in the kitchen area, and they was going over some tweet that Popeyes put out about
What
the
the
snack
heck,
wraps.
dog?
Yeah, man, it's beef in the streets, man. Popeyes and McDonald's.
In the streets, man. But that dude, Justin, how you feeling, man?
I mean, I'm feeling better than the lady I just saw buy wine at 7 in the morning at a gas station. I'm feeling amazing.
She going through something.
Yeah.
Maybe she just really likes Casey Mize.
I mean, hey, she's celebrating Casey Mize, so why can't we? I mean, hey.
Casey not having it.
When she getting the wine at 7 in the morning, that's what we call a white person's divorce. She is on the verge of divorce.
I can't lie, that marathon in Birmingham has the wine selection out the wazoo, so she went to the right place.
The way Justin co-signed you without saying a word, it was just
I bet that shit expensive.
Shout out to Justin, dog.
I bet that shit is expensive.
Willie be in the building. What up, though, man? The Tigers. Yo, women
Still
buying
mad about
wine
the
at 7 a.m.? What up, though?
Damn, man. First of all, respect our fucking city. Detroit is the best sports town in America. You know, let's keep it 100. Detroit, everything. Stop disrespect our city, man. Tigers are winning. Lions is getting going. Piss is evolving. Man, respect our city.
Hey,
you don't like us? Fuck y'all.
Okay.
Respect.
All right.
Hey, you know what, chat fam? You already see what the energy is this morning. I already told Justin yesterday, like, bro, if you're on the desk, you already know I need that fired up energy. And let's kick this thing off right, because we're going to end this opener. We're going to talk about Casey Mize All-Star. We're going to talk about the Detroit Tigers. They are back to #1 on ESPN's power rankings for Major League Baseball. It's cool to see them edge of, just ahead of the Dodgers, who they still have #2. Dodgers struggling a little bit. And you know what? Overall, just glaze the Tigers, because this weekend, something special is going down to Comerica Park. You want to tell the people?
Yes, it is the 25th anniversary of the Comerica Park being opened in 2000. It has been open for 25 years. And
I remember that. I remember it, man.
There's been all weekend honoring the anniversary of the Detroit Tigers. They're giving away model stadiums with signed celebrities and former players, current players, and so you don't know what you're going to get in the box of the scale model of Comerica Park, but they're all signed by Detroit names, and that's super cool to me to be able to do a giveaway where there is so much recognition for the city and for the milestones of this ballpark that personally, I think it is in the top half of the ballparks in the MLB. I've been to 28 stadiums, so I do have a pretty good feel for that thing. And the renovations that they've made over the past couple of years have only made it even better. So I love Comerica Park, and I think I say it like all of us, what a great stadium and what a great place to be able to go down and enjoy a summer evening or day.
Man, and you know what? Rest in peace to my grandfather. Took me to Tiger Stadium for my first game there. And I remember my pops and my grandfather took me to my first game at Comerica Park. Got to go there with him as well. 4 generations of us Kool-Aid sickos, man.
Yeah.
Here for Detroit with Kid Kool-Aid as a baby, man. And so you want to talk about memories. I'm already going to start right there as it relates to Comerica Park, was being there with all 4 generations, grandfather, my father, myself, and my kid. And being able to just start off a whole nother generation of people who, you know, for better or for worse, we breathe, we live, we die with our sports teams here 100%. In Detroit. And I absolutely 100% love to see that my kids are there right now too, man. Even my daughter, even her, she's up, like, I was looking back at some of their reactions to like the Pistons playoff stuff. I was like, oh, she was there front and center as well, going crazy and feeling everything that we were feeling as fans, man. So that's, you know, just a small token of what Comerica Park was. I know we're going to get more into it. Man, love Comerica Park.
Yeah, I grew up there. I was like literally, and I love it. And
same here.
I've gone to that stadium away from when they've been playing, and I've just walked around and looked at the infrastructure and relived some of those memories. And like, oh man, I get emotional about Comerica Park and the memories I have there. I was there in 2012 when they won the ALCS with my dad.
Man.
I was there when they clinched the playoff game last year. I was there when they beat the Guardians to take it back to Cleveland last year in the ALDS. That stadium means so much to me and to this city. So to see it get to 25 years and to hear that they're just open to continue to renovate it, to keep it to being a very, very prime stadium in the entire MLB is very good to hear, because that stadium has a lot of memories in it, and it would be a travesty if they decided that they were going to move.
No, that stadium deserves a championship, and I will stand on that to the test of time. And listen, I remember, you know, being very, very young. My dad, he used to work for the city. Rest in peace, Pops. And I remember he took me downtown to one of the city buildings. He was handling some business, and they would have blueprints of what Comerica Park would look like once they finally finished building it, man. I remember just being excited. Got to go to my first game probably around 2004, 2005. Of course, those early years were a struggle. You know, them Tigers, they absolutely sucked ass for the first 6 years of the stadium's existence. But, you know, 2006 happened, and then, you know, the 2010s, the success we had in the early 2010s. It's such a special ballpark, man, and the energy that you get from a sold out Comerica Park. I was not somebody that was able to, you know, be around for Tiger Stadium. I unfortunately never got to go to a game even when Tiger Stadium was on the way out. So I've always loved Comerica Park and the energy in that place, and they deserve a championship, man. It's such a beautiful place.
Hey, shout out to Lee B over there. Is that you with the AOL?
Yeah, that's how old I am.
You got mail?
That's how old I am. That's how old I am, man.
That's so dope, KG, man. It's so dope to hear your stories, man. To hear everybody's stories. One of the coolest things is there used to be a distinction of Comerica Park being, you know, one of the only parks in Major League Baseball where you could literally watch the whole game from the street without even buying a ticket.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And we would still buy a ticket, man. My pops and his values, dog. We still got to buy a ticket. I'm like, why can't we just sit down? He said, because we got to watch it this way. Yeah. And obviously there are times, you know, I would come home from college and then still from those gates watch the game. And it was a cool experience. Be able to talk with different fans that are walking by. Be able to talk with mess with some of the people that are on the inside of the gate as well. Yeah. It was one of those experiences, especially because you're right. They were winning, man, during this time when my dad was taking me down there and doing this stuff. And it was like a block party. Like, you could hear anywhere in that downtown, man. Awesome. You could hear them. Like my pops would take me over to Pizzapopolis, man, right down there in Greek Town, and you go outside, you just walk around. Then you could just hear like the low roar whenever something could happen at Comerica Park, and it was just awesome. The closer and closer you got, and just being in that area, it's electric. I think this is what excites me so much about seeing not just the Tigers but all 4 of our sports teams get into that precipice of winning, and I believe it's going to be long-term winning. I think Detroit's going to rule effectively the next 10 years of sports.
I agree with that, and let's relive some of the 25 years before we move on. The first game, April 11th, 2000, obviously huge day for Comerica Park as it was the inaugural game. And then October 7th, 2006, Tigers down the Yankees in the AL Divisional Series, followed by October 14th, Ordonez sends the Tigers to the World Series on a walk-off homer. I was there. I was only 6 years old, or 4 years old, but I do have some very vague memories of that game. Justin Verlander's first career no-hitter, July 12, 2007. I know. Yes, there we go. Willie B was there. Ernie Harwell says farewell. September 16, 2009.
That was my
Legend.
What an absolute legend. September 27, 2012, Doug Fister sets the AL consecutive strikeout record.
I remember that.
Shout out to him.
Shout out Doug Fister, man. He was one of my favorites.
October 18, 2012, the ALCS game I was talking about where the Tigers clinched their trip to the World Series with a sweep of the Yankees.
Hell yeah.
April 26, 2013, Anibal Sanchez strikes out 17 hitters. October 8, 2013, Scherzer helps avoid elimination in the ALDS out of the bullpen.
Yep.
Classic.
This one was kind of a bittersweet one. July 31st, Austin Jackson is traded mid-game.
Oh, that broke my heart.
I remember that.
Oh,
Sorry,
it's
not all flowers and
Tiger
rainbows
segment.
for the Tigers at Comerica Park.
Holy shit.
April 23rd, 2022, 3,000 hits for Miggy. October 1st, 2023, the last game of Miggy, farewell to a legendary Tiger. September 27, 2024, the improbable clinch of their first playoff berth in decades after going 31-13 down the stretch to end the season, and then their first playoff win since 2013, October 9th, 2024, against the Houston Astros. That's on the road. I don't know why this is on the list for Comerica Park moments, because they could have put the first home play. Oh, well, I don't know. They had put the Astros in here, but we all know it was Cleveland.
Yeah.
I believe that's the date they actually did beat Cleveland, though. So some great memories in Comerica Park. Hopefully we have some more fond memories like a World Series in the next 2 years while we can capitalize on Scooble. And it's been a great 25 years, that's for sure.
It's been a great 25 years, and looking forward to another great 25 years. And you know what? There are some other things on that. Like if you guys want to expand on that, chat family, you want to expand on some of the ones you've heard, or if there's some moments that you didn't hear that you want to be able to get out there, as well as for the cast and crew, let me know. Because one of those moments for me, Carlos Guillen Day is as it's dubbed, July 31st,
This is your favorite.
This
You
is
never stop talking about it.
I was the one who put this on too. Woodward Sports Twitter, man. Listen, this is my favorite. I remember the day that this thing happened, and I was absolutely fired up because I'm going to be straight up with you guys. Weaver was a unit. This guy, especially with how dominant that he was as a pitcher at that time, I was like, all right, this is going to be a battle for the Tigers. And this is every single one of these types of matchups, especially against those teams in which, all right, are they going to view the Tigers the same way as they're going to view some of these LA teams? Are they going to view the Tigers the same way they're going to view some of these New York teams, as we were trying to get our respect? And to be able to see him take up for his teammates like that. Who was that he threw behind? Threw at Mags? Yeah, they believe he threw at Mag's head at first, and then Carlos Guillen stepped up to the plate. And absolutely, man, like the showman that Carlos Guillen is, sent one out of the park. And I'm talking about the most epic bat flip and stare down and skip. It's the hop for me, dog. It's the spinny for me, man. Down the first baseline. Shout out to Spinny the Heavyweights for me. And the way that my man just came unglued, and then the Tigers just BTA, it was epic to me. It was epic. And you see the response to every time we post that thing.
It goes viral. It's literally like the Money in the Bag clip. I could post that 5 times a year, and it would get 100K views every single time. I'm not kidding.
Goodness gracious, man, but that was one for me. What about for you, man? Any other ones you wanted to expand on, KG, or ones that weren't on there? Because I know, like you and Willie B.
I do have one. I'm sorry, I got to cut the line because I'm gonna forget. I'm ADD as hell, so I gotta tap in. One of my most fond memories, I believe it was the 2014 opening day, and it was, or 2013, and it was the back-to-back Miguel Cabrera, Prince Fielder home runs on opening day It was Prince Fielder's first game as a Tiger.
Yeah, nice.
And they went back-to-back home runs in their first at-bat. It was absolutely electric. You were sitting there and you're like, holy crap. We don't just have one elite hitter in this lineup now who can hit for power. We have two dominant hitters, and that season was so fun. I loved watching Prince.
Prince was the man. He don't get enough credit for his Tigers tenure.
Man.
I know it ended bad, but his Tigers tenure was amazing.
I was always a fan on the Brewers, and then when I heard we were trading for him, oh my God, I was jumping for joy. I was so happy.
I think I still got that Sports Illustrated that they came out with, the Bash Bros.
Oh, hell yeah.
Miggy and Prince on there, man. Oh my God, man. So many memories. But y'all know my infamous story. I got two memories, but of course the most infamous being in the building for that ALCS win in 2012. Them lifting Jim Leland on his shoulders. And listen, I done sat everywhere. I know Comerica Park like the back of my hand. Obviously, I worked there. I done sat everywhere from, behind home plate to the suites, to the 300 section. But there was no better seat in that house than being up in that 300 section that night, because just the amount of love that was going around, man. It was just so much belief that the Tigers are the most dominant team in baseball and they're really going to do this. And it's just a damn shame that they wasn't able to cash that in. But my second most favorite memory is, one game I can't remember. It was probably during the 2014 season, I want to believe. I finally got a chance to sit at the bleachers because I always wanted a chance to catch a home run, and I never had the opportunity to do so. So I was with some people. We got tickets in the bleachers, pretty good seats right by the fence. And Torrey Hunter was out there. He was throwing balls, between innings, and he was able to throw me a baseball. And that was amazing, man. Yeah, Torrey Hunter, the GOAT. Shout out to him, man. I absolutely was a fan of him as a Tiger. And and I ended up giving that baseball to a friend of mine as a wedding gift.
Elite saying baseball instead of balls again.
Yeah,
you were about to trip yourself up. I heard that, KG. That's elite. That's elite.
At work, man. Master at work, but just good times, man. Good times.
Man, great times. You know what? I want to take a quick one. We'll come back because I want to let Willie be. You were over there, antsy, ready to tell your stories. I know you spent a lot of time in downtown Detroit and around these sports teams, around the parking, around the tailgating. So I can't wait to get back
and we gotta give Casey Mize some love.
We gotta get Casey. Yep, we're gonna talk about Casey Mize. 6 of them things for the Detroit Tigers, man. Dog, they making me look weak right now.
And then don't you worry, sickos. We have tons of football and Lions to go through for the rest of the show, but we gotta give the Tigers their due diligence.
We do, and you know what? There's one other thing that we gotta mention.
Word.
We'll get to it, man. JB Smooth, who do we gotta say what up though to?
Let me see.
Is it Mad Pack?
Yep. Mad Packs. I'll try to do my best because I do not.
I got it. I got you. Don't worry. Hey, listen. Let me Justin here to tell you about Mad Packs. Mad Packs is the hottest new cannabis brand, and they have partnered with Woodward Sports. They are launching their new products on May 30th. So they've already been released, and they're already in distros for you to go get. They're available at retailers near you. High Low is getting you high for the low, delivering top-tier quality at unbeatable prices. Boom Shakalaka. Boom Shakalaka is a live resin-infused tarantula. That is the bomb. Blizzard packs, THCA, moon rocks that hit like a blizzard. And let me tell you, let's just cut the ish real quick. Me and Spencer were in the back yesterday. Brady dropped off a couple of those Maui Wowie Boom Shakalakas. They are awesome. The perfect feeling for you at the end of a day. And especially when it's a stressed out day like I had yesterday, I needed some Mad Packs. So stay tuned for Woodward Sports for the rest of the updates about the Mad Packs brand.
It's part beauty, part beast. It's for those who dare to be different, for those who want to stand out, and for those who are built for more. The all-new Ineos Grenadier combines strength and style for an unmatched driving experience. Sold exclusively at Feldman Ineos of Waterford.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Let me tell you about Les Stanford. Les Stanford Buick and GMC has great offers for everyone. Get a 2025 Hummer EV SUT lease special at $599 per month plus tax, or try out the 2025 Hummer EV SUV lease special at $699 per month. Don't forget about the 2025 Sierra Double Cab Elevation lease special for only $169 a month. That is a steal. Get to Les Stanford today and check out their massive inventory. Les Stanford Buick and GMC. For all the lease specials, go to lesstanford.com.
Good morning, people. Hey, what up, though? Speakeasy Sports. I see you in the chat. Good morning to you, my brother. I see Phil. What up, though? It's Troy Gunny, Shad,
baby.
Tommy K, Greg, man, Weezy D313. Dirty Dr. D, man. I'm seeing a lot of the OGs in the chat, and I'm trying.
Easy, please be a dog and post something in about an hour. Thank you.
Phil said, talking about Comerica Park, those fences were too far back.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of love the deep fences. I think it does give you an advantage when you do play into the gaps, and I think we still do play into the gaps, and I think it does still play a benefit for us. Man, I loved seeing the long fences. You really had to put a lot of oomph on the baseball to get it out.
Yeah.
I think it made Comerica unique.
To push back a little bit,
Still pretty unique, though.
To push back a little bit. That space in which they filled in, they put a whole bullpen in there. So, I mean, that's a lot of space. They were able to get a whole bullpen out of that shit.
I mean, I agree, but I think that moving center field in from 420 to 412, I think that was just like minimal.
I kind of like the 420 out there.
I did like
Shout out
the
to
420
Stick, Godfather.
Shout out Loom. Shout out Matt Pack.
Get that,
shout out Jars.
That picture out there at the 420 wall before they moved it in. But I'm seeing some stuff here in the chat. Tommy K, Miggy's 3,000th hit was awesome. JD, Pudge, bottom of the ninth, home run after the Indians tied it in the top of the ninth. Friday night, place went wild, and the old bus ride was awesome. Let me see here. ADIS 411 ALCS championship next. Hey, that's not now. Let me see here. I saw a couple other ones here too. And
shout out Broder, my guy.
Yeah, one for we got one for JB Smooth from Shot. The snack wrap hit differently with the new chicken strip.
See, that's what I fear. That's what I fear so much, that I go and try this snack wrap, and it's not the same as years ago in the past.
The chicken strips are solid.
The emoji he puts is one that's generally positive. So I'm wondering if it's better.
It's better?
It might be better.
I doubt it's better.
Yeah, I doubt it's
better. Not to be a hater, but whenever they bring stuff back, it's usually not as good as it used to be.
Exactly.
A lot of it is the nostalgia.
It's your fault, Justin. These are your people in my Neo voice.
One person I definitely want to make sure we recognize. You talking about 25 years of Comerica Park. Talk about a lot of these good moments. Gotta recognize. Before I go over to you, Willie B, gotta recognize Mr. Illich, Mr. I.
No doubt.
You talk about a hell of an owner who was front and center, who was present, and who you can feel his passion for the game.
100%.
You could feel. I remember during those playoff runs and him getting on the mic and talking and such. As when I was a little bit younger, and I was like, "Yo, this is such a cool owner, bro." And you could tell that he cared. And to me, that mattered. That mattered a lot. What up, though, Willie B?
Oh man, it's a beautiful way to discuss about one of the best hangout spots in Detroit area, Comerica Park. So that's like, me and my uncle been to baseball games at the old Tiger Stadium for almost 30 years. We've been going to get shout out to Uncle Chuck, Charles Weaver out of Detroit. So he always take me to the baseball games. He always take me to baseball games ever since I was 10 years old. And we went to when the first Comerica Park opened. We've been there, my brother, my cousins, we all go there together, share one chip per player when we have nachos, and we just had so much fun. And I start, by the rest of the folks, I go with my uncle every year. He was a season tickets holder for Comerica Park. We've been there ever since.
Nice.
And we been there. We went to the World Series twice in 06. Went to the pennant in 06. We've been to each playoff game when we went to. When I went to, when Steve Bonderman almost hit a no hitter. Almost hit a no hitter in against the Oakland A's, and it was phenomenal. And go out there, get your chicken tenders and fries. And our, we've been our seat.
They don't burn them like LCA do. LCA be burning the shit out of them.
Hell no, they don't. That shit, that chicken tenders and fries. That's the number one spot. That's the number one food spot you get. The chicken tenders and fries.
That's how you know we were a real family, bro.
You know?
Right?
I've been eating that since I was 11 years old. Ever since. And when I went to the World Series, I skipped work as a valet driver.
Oh man, what?
Yes, I did. I skipped work. I said, "Fuck the money. I'm going to World Series with my uncle." And that was like we got swept against the Giants. And I remember that. And I almost got fired, but guess what? It's what it is. I got pulled.
Willie, you brought up another memory that I had at Comerica Park because, some of them vendor days I would get down there and you got to show up early in order to get some of the best stuff to sell.
The pop hits.
If you get there late, then all the shit run out. They tell you to go home. So I used to take the bus to get downtown. I used to take like 2 buses to get downtown. So I got down there one day. I knew I was late. I really didn't want to work. It just so happened to be a very, very nice ass day. This had to be during the 2013 season, and JV was on the mound. So what I would do, famously, I would take my vendor shirt off and I would go up to the 300 section and just watch games. I did that multiple times. I'm sorry, y'all, for whoever employed me. I did that shit a lot. But on this particular day, we were playing the Pittsburgh Pirates, man, and JV almost had a no-hitter. I believe he got to the 9th inning with 1 out. And fucking, it was, what's my man's name? Used to have the dreads. Andrew McCutcheon. He lifted one dead center, man. And Ramon Santiago cannot get to it fast enough. I just remember the energy. People were on their feet, man, seeing JV just in his element, man. Some good times, man. So many good just regular season games you saw in Comerica Park.
Hits when it's fresh. It's expensive as hell.
Back
when
to
it's
the food.
Right.
It's like the Pepsi is like $5-6 at Comerica Park, but it tastes like it's been 2 years. 2 years. What do you call it? 2 years fresh. It tastes different when you go in Comerica Park.
My man KG over there.
It maybe cost $6, but guess what? The Pepsi tastes different. The Mountain Dew hits different, and the chicken tenders and fries hit different. And the food out there is an atmosphere. It's a hangout.
Yeah.
I said.
It's a fair, man. It's a carnival. It feels it's the people.
It's Comerica Park.
It's the best people in the world, man. It's Detroiters out there. It's Michiganders out there, and to be able to be out there now while this team is back to winning, and not just winning. You're talking about they want to be aggressive. I'm going to talk about that. What does aggressive at the trade deadline look like? I know that there is some scenarios that we're going to present. There's one in particular that Justin is going to present, and then ESPN has 6 different relievers they believe that the Detroit Tigers should be looking at this trade deadline. So we're definitely going to jump into that as we go on throughout this day. But
before we hit to Casey Mize, we got some super chats that we got to clean up.
Just about to say, let's clean those up and get to Casey.
Yeah, we're on the same page. Shout out to Randall Smalls to our super chat. But we ain't as good as the Dodgers. F that. Shout out. Hell yeah.
And shout out Freddie Phil.
Say what?
But I think he's being sarcastic. But we ain't as good as the Dodgers. But he's 100% being sarcastic, just knowing Randall.
You know what? Just before Casey Mize, JV Smooth, let's just throw up the power rankings from ESPN. I forgot about that one.
Oh, the power.
I think it'd be a good segue, because we're talking about, a first place team that gets 6 All-Stars in the All-Star game. And sometimes that's why I say I got a sneaky suspicion that Tigers could get, Zach McKinstry in. Maybe they get 5 or 6 guys into this All-Star. Why? We've seen this before. Every single All-Star, we see this. And I think that it's their way of being able to make sure that all the people who are deserving or as many as they can get that honor to or that distinction that they can. And we've already seen it pay dividends now for the Tigers twice as it relates to injury replacements. And I happen to believe that even when these things are announced and such, they know already in advance some of these people are going to be injury replacements. And the Tigers are there to benefit as, honestly, in my opinion, the best team in baseball. You got that graphic? Should be in Wake Up Woodward chat.
And then while he's doing that, Dante1551, shout out. ROH Super Card of Honor tonight and AEW All in Texas tomorrow in the afternoon.
Sir.
I hope there is a Woodward ringside watch along tonight and tomorrow.
We want to be able to execute watch-alongs. We got to organize that a little better.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah, we'll definitely have an episode for y'all, though, most definitely.
They're going to have an episode, and we're getting to a point where we will have more watch parties for extra side content, such as UFC, wrestling, and all that good jazz. So stay tuned. We're getting there. We're moving towards football season where a bunch of new stuff will come out. So just stay tuned on that. We will get JB and KG out there to react to some wrestling. I know.
I got you.
Oh wait, no, that's not it. Hold on.
You got the.
I'll find it for you, JB Smooth, and send that to you. But the Detroit Tigers, they are ranked number 1. They do move back ahead of the LA Dodgers as it relates to ESPN's power rankings, and they believe it's because this squad has continued to overcome all the adversity, and they really believe in what this team can be from a pitching standpoint. They do want to see them be able to go out there and though and get stronger at the reliever position, bullpen. But I can't wait till we get to what it means to be aggressive. Before we get there, though, we got to pay some homage to Casey Mize.
100%.
Hey.
Casey Mize last night, kind of a news dump at 12:30 at night. I can't lie, but hey, it is what it is. Casey Mize, rightfully deserving, is now an all-star. He has been added to the roster, and he's putting up the best season of his career so far. He's got a 2.63 ERA in 15 games with a 9-2 record. And, I mean, for a guy who's coming off a season with a 4.49 ERA, it's honestly insane the amount of comeback trajectories that are on this roster. Like, we're talking about Casey Mize going from 4.49 to 2.63 ERA. We're talking about Javi Baez going from one of the worst individual OPSs in MLB history to being an all-star starter. We're talking about Zach McKinstry, who is a career 600 OPS guy who is now hitting at 850 OPS and is also in the all-star game. We also had a chance for Torque to do the same thing. Shout out to him. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like he's going to get the nod unless there's another guy who bows out. But, I mean, to get 6 guys in the All-Star game when you are the best team in baseball is how it's supposed to be. I don't feel like we're paying the Detroit tax this year that we've been known for paying in the last couple of years.
Preach.
I think that you saw that with Byron Buxton versus Javi Baez. I think that fans around the country, as well as obviously in Detroit, have really rallied around these guys and really made a strong push in the media and on social media and in every regard to get our players into the All-Star game. And I think it just speaks to how awesome the city of Detroit is and how much respect that the city of Detroit is now gaining from the national media. 100%, because, I mean, we saw the narrative flip with the Lions last year and the year before, and then the Tigers last year as well when they went on the huge winning streak, and there was question marks. People didn't know if they were going to be able to replicate this same output as they did last year, but they have continued to tear the cover off the baseball and continue to be one of the best teams in baseball like they were to end last year. Obviously, the Pistons emerged in the playoffs last year. We are not going to talk about the Red Wings, but they're getting somewhere. We don't know where, but they're getting somewhere. So shout out to Casey Mize. He deserves it. He really has found his splitter again, which has honestly been his key to being successful this year. And what do you think, KG? I mean, obviously you got to agree that it's deserving, but the comeback that Casey Mize has had has just been unbelievable.
No, it's amazing because I remember when he was drafted, he was supposed to be this pitching phenom. You know, he had such great stuff. You know, he was very, very electric stuff. And his Tigers tenure just was not that early on, man. He struggled with injuries constantly. And I remember last year, you know, before the season where we were breaking down what to expect from Casey Mize, you know, is he ever going to pan out to be that pitcher that we drafted and that we had such high hopes for? And I remember going on record and saying, look, whatever he gives us this past season, whatever he gives us, I'm okay with, because he had to get in rhythm. He had to be able to climb his way back into being a major league pitcher. And for him to be an all-star 1 year later, coming off of a year that we didn't know what to expect from him, and, you know, he kind of dealt with injuries again, and there was a lot of doubt there. For him to be relatively healthy for most of this year and to go out there and do what he's done, I think it's amazing. And it's also a credit to our development staff, Chris Fetter and the boys, you know, that work with these guys. But Casey Mize, this is more than deserving for him. He has not wavered. He has not given up on himself. A lot of pitchers would have just went to the shell, you know, run into all those injury issues early on in their career. It could have easily affected him for the next 5 years in terms of being healthy and actually going out there and pitch. But Casey Mize has been able to turn this thing around, and it's beautiful to see.
And it gives me confidence in Jackson Job's recovery as well.
Yes.
And I think that the Detroit staff has done a great job at taking care of injuries and getting guys to recover and healthy and even coming back better than they were. So I do expect Job to come back stronger and better from his injury. And shout out to Phil, $4.99 super chat. Great show, fellas. And we appreciate that. We're having a great time hanging out with you guys this morning. So,
yes, sir. And you know what? Just talking about the Detroit Tigers organization, this is a great homage to them. You know, everything that they're doing right now is blowing through everybody's expectations, especially national media and a lot of people here, even at home. That, to me, is what's awesome about this team getting 6 innings. I thought that you laid it out beautifully. And there are still, think about this, even with 6 people there, Flannel Sam laid out how this Tigers team realistically could have another person there.
Yeah.
This is where I can't wait till we get into the aspect of what it means to be aggressive, because realistically, I continue to think when I just step back, and shout out to Neil, I saw his clip blew up yesterday, and we had the similar sentiments. I do believe that this team is ready-made to win a World Series right now. The moves that you make from this point are to realistically give you even that much more of an edge to put you over the top. This squad right now is elite, and it's looking like a juggernaut, bro. Do you got that power ranking?
Yep, yeah, I got you.
Let's put that up there right now. Be able to show the people, tell the people what it is. You want to read it off for him, JB Smooth, for the podcast people?
Oh, yeah, I got you. Detroit Tigers, #1 record, 59-35. Previous ranking, #2. Tariq Skubal joined elected starters Riley Green, Gleyber Torres, and Javier Baez as all-star selection. Giving Tigers 4 all-stars for the first time since 2015, when Miguel Cabrera, J.D. Martinez, David Price, and Jose Iglesias made it. Baez will become the first player to ever start an all-star game at shortstop and the outfield. Robin Yoit, I believe that's Yoit, won an MVP as a shortstop and center fielder, but he never made an all-star team as an outfielder. Skubal's next scheduled start is this Saturday, so he's a candidate to start if the Tigers are willing to let him pitch an inning on 2 days of rest. We shall see.
Hey, shout out to those Detroit Tigers. Wanted to make sure that the good people were updated on what national media is thinking about them. It's crazy to see how much more bullish they are about these Detroit Tigers, and rightfully so, because they keep answering every question. They keep beating everybody's favorite. And now you just got to see them do this in the playoffs. But you see people really, really nervous about, you know, going at the Tigers' neck. Unlike with the Lions, I'm seeing everybody question who they're going to be in this coming season. And it's going to be interesting because I'm real bullish on all of our Detroit squads right now.
Yeah, I am as well. There is one thing, though, I do want to touch on that article, and it is Terry Skubal being the starter for the All-Star game.
Yes, sir.
I will tell you right now, I have very low hopes that he will be the All-Star starter due to the fact the Yankees manager is the manager of the AL. Max Fried is obviously on the Yankees. Max Fried is returning to Atlanta for an All-Star game where he pitched to begin his career. I know it's lame as hell, but I would not expect Terry Skubal to be the All-Star starter. I expect him to be snubbed for Max Fried, unfortunately, because of the fact that he has the home ties and he has the home manager. I think it's a recipe for disaster if you're hoping for that. But either way, Skubal's there. Everyone knows in the MLB that he deserves to be the starter. And I wouldn't doubt that if it does happen, the Yankees manager comes out and is, yeah, I can't lie, I love Tarek, and he probably deserves to start. But Max Fried's homecoming is way too important. And you know what? You can think about what you will. I think it's a little soft. I think the best pitchers should start the All-Star game, and we shouldn't just be giving charity cases to Max Fried because he's going back to Atlanta. But you know what? You do you, Yankees. We'll beat you in the playoffs, so who cares?
Hey, somewhere in the world right now, Rod Parker is smiling ear to ear, man. This is what he always wanted, man. Max Fried over Tarek Skubal. It's garbage.
Oh, don't worry. There'll be a clip out there of him victory lapping the fact that he thinks that Fried's better than Skubal. But I think everyone knows the truth in that whole ordeal.
Come on, bro.
And I get the narratives. I get as a manager, you get the opportunity to do this for your guy. But understanding everything surrounding this, but you really want to set Tarek Skubal off like that, man? Like, I just don't know, man. This guy's a psycho. We got sickos here. Usually, we tell our players, right, or we think, hey, don't read the press clippings. Don't get caught up in the bulletin board material. But for whatever freaking reason here in Detroit, our guys, they read, they react, and you know what? They do work. That's why I'm just like, hey, let's go. If they do, snub him of his all-star start, because I see the Tigers, they're going to do what they can do to make sure that he can be in line to start that game.
Yeah.
Shout out, that's what I'm saying. Shout out to AJ Hinch and this organization, but we'll see.
He was already vocal about the Tigers should be having more all-stars on this team, and he did get his wish, so shout out to him.
Shout out to Terry.
But yeah, he's already been vocal about that. So, I mean, if they snub him, it's cool. We just going to take it out on the rest of the league in the second half of the season.
100%.
So, I'm not worried about it.
What up, though, JB?
No, that's what I'm thinking. I know we all would like to see him start, but at the same time, it's like I'm okay with him not starting just because the simple fact you still got the second half of the season and you want to see him still as fresh as well too. But once again, I'm just happy that he's there. He's made it. We've got enough Tigers there to be respectable for what this team has accomplished so far. But still, at the same time, I'm okay if he doesn't start.
All right. That's 42 minutes of kumbaya, good energy, positive energy, more all-stars. We got to talk about the Lions in the NFL right now. And I saw this, and I was just like, ugh, that feels a little dirty, man. We're going to talk about it. But what friends you want to say what up, though, to first? JB Smooth.
We got to hear from BlackRock and over to me for Jars.
Hey, before we do that, TLB is on the way. You want to tell them what that is, one Mr. KG?
I ain't heard for a minute.
Talk Lions, bitch.
Word to our brother Broder, man.
Bitch.
Shout out. Let's go.
Let me tell you about BlackRock. Woodward Sports is heating things up with our sizzling new partner.
Don't touch me, I'm sizzling.
Shout out Cade Cunningham, BlackRock Bar and Grill, home of the steak on a stone, served on a 755-degree volcanic rock. It's more than a meal. It's an experience, people. And you got to go experience because now they're giving away 8 weeks, 8 prizes with one epic finale, and they will let you in on the secret. The grand prize is 4 tickets to the Detroit versus Chicago home football opener on September 14th. Ooh. Stay tuned. The prize drop and entry period opens this coming Monday, so make sure you tap in and get those tickets because one of you guys deserves them.
At home.
Perfect compliment.
My bad.
Jars Cannabis has the perfect combination for you. If you pair it up with BlackRock as well too, I think it hits as well too. But 27 locations across the state, 9 alone in Metro Detroit, so there's always one close nearby you. But don't fear, because we live in Grand Rapids, Madison Heights, or Milan, Michigan. Stores are popping up your way very, very soon. Check out everything they have at jarscannabis.com if you don't have time to go in store. And also check out their Instagram at jars_life, because you know what? I know you want to get high.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
The boys of summer are here, and Woodward Sports is all over the Motor City with the White Claw Tigers Tour. Come party with Woodward Sports, watch the Tigers, and sip on some White Claw all summer long. The best bars, big giveaways, live events, and a party that only Woodward Sports can throw. Ain't no party like a Woodward Sports party. Join us from 5 to 7 with the heavyweights at Second Best Bar in Detroit for the White Claw Tigers Tour, brought to you by White Claw, Easttown, and Ven Johnson.
Summer's heating up and Feldman's clearing space for the incoming new models. That means massive markdowns during Feldman's Hot Summer Sale. Get a 2025 Silverado for just $189 a month, or this 2026 Equinox for just $209 a month. Inventory's moving fast, and when it's gone, it's gone. So don't sweat the search. Just get to Feldman. More locations, more inventory, more ways to save. The Hot Summer Sale is on at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Hey, Massage Chair House, one of my favorite new locations, man, one of my favorite new sponsors. Bring that spaceship back, man. That spaceship chair was amazing. But looking to upgrade your relaxation game, check out Massage Chair House in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. The largest massage chair showroom in the Midwest with top brands for massage chairs like Infinity and Osaki. Located near the corner of Woodward and Long Lake Road, right around the corner from us. Experience luxury comfort with Dr. Eric Duncan, the Wellness Doc, creator of the top YouTube massage chair review channel. Book a visit and go to massagechairhouse.com or scan the QR code that's right there on the screen. Massage Chair House, your ultimate ticket to recovery and relaxation.
We are back. It's Wake Up Woodward and Chat family. We appreciate you all for choosing to kick off today with the WUW Crew. Shout out to our brother Flannel Sam. Got an off day. He will be back Monday. Got that dude Justin up here on the desk, and you've been fired today, man. But you know what? Before we kick off this segment, let's just change up the mood just a little bit. We got to set it just a little bit because we're about to talk about the executives, coaches, and other personnel from the NFL were polled on the top 10 players at 11 different positions. And we have how the safety rankings shaked out. So this is gonna be interesting. This was a good find by you, that dude Justin. But let's go on ahead and satisfy that like button. And then after this segment, we have a Detroit sports team Swisher brick ready for you guys. I can't wait. So I can't wait to see what questions you cooked up in addition, KG. But
for sure,
I send it over to you and JB Smooth. Let's get this like button satisfied, chat family.
Why not, man? Let's go ahead and satisfy that like button, man, because it's Friday. You know, we trying to relax and unwind and get right, man. Oh, there you go, DJ. My boy JB on the ones and twos. Shout out to him, man. But listen, we all chilling on a Friday, man. You might as well just go ahead and tap that like button a few times or a few more times or maybe a few more times after that. You know, we don't care as long as you just busting and feeling good.
Yo. That's crazy.
You know what? Just to compose myself, I sent it over to JB Smooth in the TD booth. No, shout out to ESPN and JB. I'm about to send you. I'm going to send you some of these rankings as well, so that the people visually can also see what's going on here. But ESPN, I'm going to read it just so you guys can see it and hear it for yourselves as well. ESPN surveyed league executive coaches and scouts to help rank the top 10 players at 11 different positions from quarterback to cornerback and all positions in between. This is the 6th edition of these rankings, and as usual, several players moved up or fell off last year's list. A reminder of the rankings process, and we won't get into all of that, but this is what was interesting is everybody that they polled in this thing. And so when I look at these rankings, I'm starting to wonder, what type of reputation necessarily do the Lions have across the NFL? But before we get into this thing, does anybody want to take a guess, if you haven't seen the list, at where the Detroit Lions safeties are going to be on the top 10 safeties in the NFL? KJ, have you seen the list?
I haven't.
You haven't? Where do you think they got our guys, man?
They better have us top 5 at least. If you don't want to put us 1, we got to be in the top 5. But if I had to guess, they probably got us like 6 or 7 or some shit like that.
No, because it's a top 10. Where do you think they got Branch? Where do you think they got Kurtz?
Oh, individuals?
Yeah, individually.
The whole room. Branch is probably 10th, and Kirby is probably in the top 5.
Huh. What about you, Mr. JB Smooth? I see you, Justin.
I kind of like what KG said. I think Kirby's definitely top 5, or at least top 3, and then Branch is probably top 10.
If Kirby not top 5, you know what the fuck that is. But go ahead.
Will it be what up though?
It's out of my element on this one, but I'll give him a top. Top six.
Hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and reveal that list. JB Smooth, if you can look into the Slack as well, you'll see we got number one up there. Do we reveal the whole list, or do you want to go one by one?
You can reveal the whole list.
We'll reveal the whole list then. You know what? The top 10 in order. They got Kyle Hamilton of the Baltimore Ravens. His highest ranking 1, lowest ranking 2. Last year he was number 2, so he moves up the list. Brian Branch comes in at number 2.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay.
Last year's ranking was honorable mention. So he wasn't even ranked. Number 3.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I hear Flannel already arguing with me about this one, but I don't care. Xavier McKinney.
Boo.
Green Bay Packers.
Boo this man.
Number 4. Jesse Bates, the third.
Okay.
The Atlanta Falcons. And number 5, our guy, Kirby Joseph. To round out the top 10, they got number 6, Derwin James Jr., the Chargers. Antoine Winfield Jr., famously of that drive-by stiff arm by Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yep.
Buda Baker, Arizona Cardinals. Mika Fitzpatrick of Miami Dolphins. And Julian Love of the Seattle Seahawks to round out the top 10. And they got some honorable mentions, which is funny here. C.J. Gardner-Johnson wound up getting mentioned.
Yeah.
Honorable mentions. I thought he had a heck of
a good year last year.
Heck of a year last year.
And I thought they would play recency bias and have Kirby ranked over Brian Branch. That's why I was so off on my prediction. But it's good
Both
to see.
of them in the top 5.
Both of them in the top 5. I was expecting something bad. So.
It just still feels a little dirty to me, man. With Kirby Joseph, everything that he's done now for a couple years of being a ball hawk in the red zone.
Yeah.
I don't know how they weight or value that, but teams have tested him in that red zone, and he's literally taken away touchdowns at the greatest rate in the NFL over the last 2 years.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just like, how do people really weight that? But shout out to Brian Branch for getting his love from unranked to number 2.
So Kyle Hamilton was number 1?
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah, I'm not
based
I don't think anyone's arguing that one.
Absolutely. But there is an argument that can be made based on the season that Kirby had.
What? Talk to me, man.
Yeah, based on the season that Kirby had, he put up Ed Reed like numbers. Even he probably, like I said, this was
we started
really,
hearing national media even start to make that comparison last year.
Yeah, no, he had a really, really good season. We don't see seasons like that anymore from safeties. And even Kyle Hamilton, not disputing his status, but you don't see seasons like that Kirby had last year. So there's an argument that can be made as to him being the number 1. But if you want to go just off technicals, I guess you would put Kyle Hamilton up there because Kirby isn't the most refined safety.
But you believe he is definitely underrated at number 5 on this one?
Kirby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they got to be on Xavier and McKinney and Jesse
Xavier
Bates.
McKinney could kick rocks. Like Kirby Joseph should be. I would put him in Brian Branch's spot, to be honest with you. Wow. And I would move Branch to 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
just based on last year. Now, going forward, the trajectory of Brian Branch, I think he will surpass a Kirby Joseph, just because you can utilize him all over the field. But just going off what we saw last year, I would put Kirby above Brian Branch. I would move him to that 2 spot.
Let me throw you a couple things, all right? Okay. More interceptions. Kirby Joseph over Xavier McKinney. Better completion percentage against. Kirby Joseph, 44%. Xavier McKinney, 73%. Air yards allowed. 209 for Kirby Joseph, 408 for Xavier McKinney. I don't know what I'm looking at here, but to me, I'm looking at a better season by Kirby Joseph than Xavier McKinney. Yep. I don't know. Yep. I might be crazy, but also the stats back up my opinion. So
and check this out though. As I'm understanding how to read this, Xavier McKinney's ranking, right? So out of all the people they polled, all these executives in the league and personnel and such and scouts, the highest ranking that he got, number 1, his lowest ranking out of all those people, 10. So everybody in the league believes he's top 10. Think about this with Kirby Joseph. This is what weighed him down. His highest ranking, 2. His lowest ranking, somebody marked him unranked.
Jesus.
Get the fuck out of here.
Put it back up, JB Smooth.
Bro, no.
Put it back up, JB Smooth.
That's insane.
Last year's ranking was NA. He wasn't there. Not honorable mention, not anything. That's what I'm saying.
Man.
Like this, that's a little weird. There it goes right there. It shows the highest ranking and the lowest ranking as it relates to the vote.
How the fuck do you leave him unranked? He had double-digit interceptions.
That's crazy.
He had double-digit interceptions, and let's compare him to Jesse Bates. Jesse Bates had 4 interceptions last year, and his completion percentage against was 70%. completion percentage compared to 44% for Kirby Joseph with, where's their air yards? 190 air yards, which is very similar to Kirby Joseph. Yeah. Kirby Joseph had 209. So, I mean, the same in air yards, but that completion percentage is abysmal. 70% completion percentage? Hell, Kirby Joseph wouldn't let up 60%.
Not at all.
I don't know, and that just speaks to the ability of how good Kirby Joseph is as a ball hawk.
Yeah.
You cannot throw in his direction. You can't. An under 50% completion percentage clip is insane when you're talking about a safety. And then, I don't know, man. I think that they just don't understand the value of either of these guys because they think that they are so dependent on each other, but they're not.
They're not.
They play completely solo. Aside themselves, yes, they're a great duo and they complement each other in a great way. But at the end of the day, they are playing two completely different parts of the field, and they're not necessarily helping each other. Where I think that, I think that they're disrespecting Kirby and Brian Branch after the seasons they just have. I understand they're both top 5 and they both deserve to be there, but they both deserve to honestly be in the top 3.
It's definitely first world problems. JB Smooth, for the people at home, let's start with the Kirby Joseph one, if you don't mind reading off just some of the bits and the pieces of this thing. You don't even have to start with the first part of that, but like where it starts with, I think, his ball production.
Oh, yeah, I got you. So his ball production is what sets him apart. Opposing quarterbacks have had a 29.2 passer rating when targeting Joseph.
What are we talking about? Unranked?
Who led the NFL this past season with 9 interceptions. His 36.4% ball hawking rate led all safeties who were targeted more than 30 times. As a rookie in 2022, Joseph was thrusted into the starting lineup due to injury. Since then, he has broken up 31 passes and produced 17 interceptions, the most in the NFL during that time.
He's arguably number 1, bro.
The last 2 seasons have been his.
Yeah,
from the safety position.
The top 3 should 100% be Kyle Hamilton, Brian Branch, and Kirby Joseph.
Yeah.
Clean cut, period. I don't care what order you put them in. I think that there is a class of those 3 safeties that are above Jesse Bates and Xavier McKinney. They're both great safeties in their own right, but they are not as versatile as either of those guys. And I think that I definitely think the moniker on Kirby Joseph being a dirty player affects him.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat, Cheese it 851 in the chat. Shout out to you. Yeah, I think the dirty player moniker is affecting Kirby's ranking, and that could very well be the case.
Do you guys think it's going to affect him at all? It hasn't. It hasn't to this point.
No, like, he loves it.
The league hasn't done anything.
You just got to keep balling. Fuck
it.
They
he
think
loves
you dirty,
it.
Just keep balling.
I wonder what the dichotomy is then, because the league and the refs and the league offices, they're not even going back and saying, you know what, that play did deserve a fine or a flag. They're not even doing that. But you got 70 coaches and personnel and executives from around the league that believe this. That's insane to me. And part of me sometimes wonders how long before this starts to backfire on the Detroit Lions. But for now, you know what?
You can't.
For as much as we've gotten, I don't know how many of those stupid apology letters from the referees, I can only applaud them right now for standing on business, because you know what? They're not bowing down to what the league is believing. We're hearing players yap. We heard Matthew Stafford, knowing he was mic'd up, yapping about it. We know that they said that people have sent stuff into the league, and the league is standing on business saying, this is football. Sack up. Play the game. Like, I absolutely love that. But it sucks to see that it hurts him and stuff like this. But you know what? It didn't hurt him with Brad Holmes, because maybe I should have let you read the first part of it. Because you know what? We know how the Lions feel about him. Read that first part, JB Smooth.
I got you. Last summer, the top 10 received a call from someone close to Joseph inquiring about why he did not receive a single vote in the 2024 safety pool. 12 months later, he's a top 5 safety and the highest paid player at his position after signing a 4-year, $86 million contract extension in April.
Shout out, man. And that's crazy. So they are hearing about this type of stuff. And I get it, especially when it's from the people in the league who are supposed to be the ones that assess you. Yeah. And that's why I'm glad, man, this team has proven. We talked about it earlier, man. Bulletin board material in the past, we tell these guys, shh, don't look at that stuff. You guys don't get tripped up. But Kirby Joseph went out there, stood on business. He was looking for macaroni and cheese out there, man. I'm not even going to say his name.
Mm-hmm.
I will, man. Shout out to Kraft Macaroni and Cheese.
Right.
But where was he at after the game?
Just quiet.
That's what I'm talking about. Where was he at during the game? I mean, he had an okay game. I remember Flannel was standing up for him, but we saw what Kirby Joseph did, man. So I agree with you, man. No matter how you want to put the order, I do believe Kyle Hamilton for right now is that number one, but I do believe that Branch and Curbs, they deserve a good shot at number 2 and number 3. I think that they're going to prove that this season, no doubt. What about you, JB Smooth? When you see this top 5, top 10, any emotions, anything stand out to you as our voice of reason?
I mean, it's still crazy about the just going unranked last year and then now having him at 5. I don't know. I really would like to have seen him at least in Branch's spot here, but I can see the potential that Branch has a little bit more than Kirby. But still, at the same time, I definitely would have liked to seen Kirby at Branch's spot here. Just flip-flop those two, and I think we're fine. This whole Xavier McKinney, I don't even know why. What in the world? He's 3, but hey, I don't make the poll. I don't rank these guys.
He should be 5
in there with that.
He should be 5 because Xavier McKinney is damn good. Like, because I know Flannel Sam is at home somewhere kicking the fucking wall. Like,
I always tell him like, okay, he's
Xavier,
good, but he's not our guy.
Right,
he's not.
Right. No, I get that, but no, Xavier McKinney, he deserves to be top 5. I would just have him 5. Like, we compare him to everybody else, but he's damn good. Don't get me wrong, but
the league loves him, man. He got
look who he played
highest
for.
Rank was number 1. His lowest was 10. That's insane, bro.
Look who he played for, though. The fucking Packers, man. The NFL's historic fucking babyface. So it is what it is, man.
Because of the team? Is that it?
Yeah, it's I think that it's really just the narrative that surrounds Kirby Joseph as to why he isn't higher on this list, but it is what it is. Like I said, it can never backfire if you continue to go out there and ball. Like, the stats gon' shut people up at the end.
No, look, because I know Flannel Sam and I, we're gonna next week at some point in time cover the top 25 players under 25 from the 33rd team via Steve Palazzolo. And there's some interesting things here, man. Some very interesting things. I don't want to spoil it, but I will give away one. There's some players that should be on this list that are not. I'll tell you this. Kirby Joseph is not a part of the top 25 under 25. They got him on the honorable mention list. Yes. They got him on the honorable mention list. Behind Cooper DeJean.
Yep. All right, cut to break.
Light the cigarette.
Cut to break.
Light the cigarette.
I'm not entertaining any of this BS.
Next week, bro.
Hey, dude, hold on. Before we go to break,
Cooper DeJean is a slot corner who benefits from some of the best help in the entire league, and Kirby Joseph is a standalone island safety that stays in the back to cover up all of the Lions' issues at corner.
I'm not going to tell you that Panay is not number 1 on this list.
Oh, my God. All right.
Man.
We're going to get into it next week. 33rd team, though. Shout out to them.
Yeah, big shout out to 33rd and Ari Mayrov and the boys.
Yeah.
Before we go to break, just wanted to shout out Big Con 51 because I love this comment. Dirty safeties and bad passes are linked together. So I'm just saying, you draw your own conclusions.
Oh, man. I'm seeing some people in the chat who are not that high on Kyle Hamilton. Weezy313 says Kyle Hamilton's just a name. It was a first-round pick. Kyle Hamilton,
wouldn't say that. But
he doesn't think that he's that guy.
Kyle Hamilton is that guy.
Yeah.
He thinks Weezy believes Xavier McKinney's better than Kyle Hamilton?
No.
Carl Ripken. Who the hell is Kyle Hamilton? What is going on?
He has to be trolling. There's no way. No way.
Oh my gosh, man. JB Smooth, let's say what up though to some friends and we'll get back in. Might get into the Swisher break.
Why not?
You think we're ready for it?
Oh yeah.
We can do that.
Let's definitely do that, man.
Let's hear from Caesars and Planet Fitness. Caesars Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of us here at Woodward Sports. Scan that QR code on screen. Use code word Woodward1000. You can deposit up to $8,000, but if it doesn't hit, Caesars will throw it back into your account with a minimum $20 bet. Anything other than that, they will throw it right back into your account because they are so cool. Caesars Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of us here at Woodward Sports. Scan that QR code, use code word Woodward1000, and make some money tonight. And hopefully some of that money can pay for your Planet Fitness membership. Right, Justin?
My boy Justin still pissed off.
Oh, sorry. I didn't even. All right.
He like, will he be over
Well, when you're pissed off like I am about the stupidity of some of these lists, make sure you go get your ish off at Planet Fitness, especially if you're a teen, 14 and 19. You can work out for free all summer, June 1st to August 31st, so we still got some time for you to go work out for free. The high school summer pass. They also have the PF Black Card with their over 2,500 locations in the entire country and around the world, I believe. So make sure you go check out Planet Fitness. They got saunas, they got massage chairs, they got everything that you can need for your recovery and for your workout. So make sure you check them out at Planet Fitness.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Are you a real Detroit sports fan? Woodward Sports is here to give you all the Detroit sports you can handle. Weekdays, make sure you're locked in on Wake Up Woodward from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., followed by Big D Energy with Neil Rule and Darren McCarty from 11 a.m. to 1. Up next, you can't miss Ermanni and Edwards with Maz from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And finish the day out with the bad boys of Detroit sports media, the Woodward Heavyweights, from 5 to 7 p.m. Okay, wait, that isn't enough for you, you sports freak? Check out Woodward Wings, Woodward Ringside, and the Lions Weekly Update every Sunday with Broder, Terry Foster, and Sean Baligian. Subscribe on YouTube for all our great content, and make sure you're following on all social media: X, IG, Facebook, and TikTok. You want sports? We got you covered. Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
It's part beauty, part beast. It's for those who dare to be different, for those who want to stand out, and for those who are built for more. The all-new Ineos Grenadier combines strength and style for an unmatched driving experience. Sold exclusively at Feldman Ineos of Waterford.
WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com.
Attention sports fans. Don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine.
Jeffrey.
Join Dr. Pierce and the Secret Sauce King himself on Big D Energy every Tuesday. What? He's killing me over here, dog.
Secret Sauce King.
Secret sauce.
And every Thursday, everybody in Edwards brings
keep my composure over here.
What's in that sauce?
Trust the guy that D-Mac does, since Dr. Jeff Pierce here to keep you the game before it ain't your best. For more info, visit MichiganSportsandSpine.com or call 248-426-9944. We are back, and I swear, like, this list that we have from the 33rd team, we talked a little bit more about it, and I swear to you, man, Justin's probably ready to just rip the list right now.
Yeah.
I am. This list absolutely blows. Oh, my God.
We'll hold it.
I don't need, yeah.
I'm going to send
We got to hold it for Flannel for sure, but
I want to, yeah, when Flannel gets back Monday, everybody's in Monday, right?
Yeah.
All right, Monday. Definitely, we're going to go, we're going to make sure that's part of probably the second hour. Golly, boy, that list. But are we ready for this Swisher break?
I think so.
I think we're right, but it's not official until we get the graphic. One JB Smooth.
Damn right.
Shout out to Woodward Sports MVP. Swisher break. Let's go. Shout out to KG as well. Got some new tunes in on deck.
Yeah, I'm working. Yeah, I'm doing something over here. I'm trying.
KG, man. Let's get into this thing, man. You got those questions?
Yes, I do.
He will read the statement. I will. Some of it has some supporting information, and so when we get to those points, I'll definitely make sure we throw it over to JB Smooth and let's rock.
Yeah.
Chat family, need you guys to answer too. Swish or brick. We got what questions for almost all of our teams?
Yeah.
Did you even find one for the runt? I mean the Red Wings.
Yo, I'm like the Runts.
I'm about to say the Runt Wings.
I know where the Runts is at if you want to go get some, but I'm talking shit. But I do have a question for the Red Wings in here. But I thought I had just one Pistons one, but I do want to bring that one back around that we kind of talked about yesterday and ask it to the whole panel. So we'll start with that one. Let me get some music going right now. There we go. The Pistons can make the second round of the playoffs as presently constructed. Swish or brick?
I am starting to see some doubts from people out there, which is what inspired a little bit of this question here.
Yeah.
There's some people who believe they did not do enough. I'm saying Willie B over there. There's a lot of people out there who believe that they are still thin in the front court. They didn't do enough to add size or physicality this offseason, despite the fact that at the wing spot, they did add a little bit of size as relates to Karis LeVert and Duncan Robinson.
Right.
So, offseason didn't go necessarily as planned. They did pivot. They brought some people in. Swish or brick, though. They got enough to make it to the second round. Remember, they pushed the Knicks without Stu and without Ivy. Stu played, the first game and not all of it?
Yeah.
They pushed the Knicks to 6 games. If they get one call, this thing is seven-game series.
I do think that they have enough to get to the second round, especially because they have that tax-exempt option or trade-exempt option that they have in their back pocket for the trade deadline. So I think that they are in a place where they will be able to put themselves in a good position by the trade deadline to be one of the top 6 teams in the East. And I think from there, they're going to make a pretty big add to push this team into the second round of the playoffs. I think that Ivy coming back is enough of a boost that would have possibly gotten you past the Knicks, because you really needed another guy that could come in and score off the ISO a little bit, and that's what you were missing, and that's exactly what Jaden Ivey can do. You also have bringing Karis LeVert, a guy in your second unit who can make his own shot, can be an ISO ball, and can shoot threes. I really like what the Pistons did pivoting. I think that Karis LeVert brings a lot more to your offense than Tim Hardaway did, so I really do like what they did, and I'm higher than most on their offseason so far. I know they didn't make the big splash, but this team didn't necessarily need a big splash to get where they need to be, because they're getting Ivy back. And that's where they differ from the Red Wings. Like, the Red Wings are 5 players away.
Yeah.
Pistons are 1 very nice piece away from being a contender, and that's where
I believe that.
I think that they're going to get that piece, and they're going to be very good next year.
Gotta do Justin over there spitting. Willie B, I see your face, man. I see your face, Willie.
Listen,
talk to me.
The Pistons can make the second round of the playoffs as presently constructed. Swish or break, Willie B. Willie Beeman.
I'll give him a swish. I'm gonna be fair on this one. I'm gonna be fair on this one.
So funny. I'm gonna be fair on this one.
I'm gonna be fair with this one. If they made a correction on in the trade in the middle of the season, so that case, if they gonna make a move,
because they do got the
move
trade
in the middle of the
exception.
season. Okay, that's perfect.
So whatever player that trade exception will be, you and Justin are already like, whatever that player is, you're including that as it relates to a part of this team.
Absolutely.
Right,
so that case, we are definitely trying to figure out if we got the guard and wing position. It's that interior, because we missed Stu last year. We could have gone off in the second round.
Missing
Stu
one
was
big,
injured.
Yeah, missing one big like that. I fear about what that means, that it can crater what your interior looks like. I would like to see them both to that,
because you let Karl Anthony Towns bust Jalen Durden's ass last year, and Tobias Harris was
for 2 games.
He did his best.
He only had a game or 2.
Anthony Towns, and he did good, but still,
it
was not enough. He averaged 22 and 10 and 2 blocks in the series. We can't allow that to happen. Point blank.
JV Smooth, what say you? We got 2 switches on the board. What are you gonna make it?
Some puss in the room.
Well, I'm gonna make it 3 swishes in the room right now. I
Let's
definitely
go.
think with the roster constructed right now, second round is definitely doable for this team as well too. I like the added pieces that you did. I'm a Karis LeVert and Duncan Robinson fan, so I'm happy to see them here with the Pistons as well too. Obviously, you do still need another big out there as well. And I think with Ivy coming back, you just don't know what you're going to get. But if we know anything from this guy, he is going to come back ready to play. He wants this revenge tour, because he's heard a lot of people talking down about him this past season of him getting hurt, injured, seeing that he wants to be traded, anything like that people have said. So he definitely wants to come back and prove himself. So definitely switch for me, second round.
Hey, before I throw it over to KG in the booth, Shane D, Dante151, Nitty Gritty, they immediately threw some swishes out there as soon as the question was asked. Weezy threw in 3 swish. Pistons are a 2 seed, and Weezy D is disappointed. He said, "What? Y'all only believe in them if they hinge a trade?"
Yeah,
he calling y'all out. Man.
Yo, yeah. Who gives a god? I mean, yeah, exactly. You want to make a move?
Even without the trade,
living through Willie B right now.
If we do not, but the question or the statement was, can they make the second round as presently constructed?
I still think they can.
I do believe that.
Yeah. So I appreciate y'all bringing up the trade exception and a possible mid-season deal. I'm in lockstep with Justin, to be honest with you. I think they do make a move at mid-season to push them, further into the stratosphere of the East. But I'm more bullish on Duncan Robinson and Karis LeVert than most as well, man. I really feel like they can be better than what Malik Beasley and Dennis Schroeder was on this previous iteration of the Pistons. You did lose Tim Hardaway. I'll give you that. You took a loss with Tim Hardaway going to the Nuggets for the vet minimum of all things. So I get that part, and maybe they can make a move mid-season, but as presently constructed, your young core is what's going to carry you. This is what we're relying on. This is what the Pistons are at this point. You are only getting ancillary pieces to help benefit your young core. So I'm putting it more on the young core to step up more than I am on the additions that we make. But I do think this Pistons team can easily get in the second round. And just look at this first round series. Like, we were right there with the Knicks. It was really the Pistons. It was really the Pistons' mental mistakes that shot them out of that series, bro. And I stand on that. I stand on it.
2 collapses of their own where they gave up big leads in the fourth quarter, and then the missed call that could have really, really changed things. I'm telling y'all, man, dog. Queen Kool-Aid would have been pissed at me, but I would have put it all on Cade Cunningham in Game 7, bro.
Yeah, they had to pay
Madison Square Cade. Come on, dog.
They had to pay the first playoff series tax, so that's fine.
He won 4 games there this season.
Yeah, Cade's the man, and he's already provided us some great moments, and he's only going to get better from here. And I assume the rest with everybody else.
And just a few more here from the chat, actually. Swish, because this is from Big Con 51, because he believes Durham will develop a mid-range jumper.
He will.
He will. He has it already, the mechanics. This is what attracted them to Durham before. His athleticism mixed with his ability to. They saw the mechanics there.
Yeah.
And I see it in practice when we're there. I see it in the shoot-arounds. It's just a matter of in game time. It has to translate. And that's what I believe they're working on right now, is getting it in game motion. If y'all saw the clip of him, what differed from his shooting clips from Drummond's looked like, hey, throw it to me, I shoot. Throw it to me, I shoot. If you notice, Durham was doing something much more different. They were throwing the ball, and he would jump, and then he'd do like another hezzy and then shoot.
Yeah.
And the motion was still pure, man. So shout out to the development staff. They're working, I believe, to make sure that the transition can be more so than what you can do when you're just in a gym by yourself, and more so what happens when you're in live action. What happens when you're shook up a little bit?
Yeah.
What happens when you're off balance and you have to quickly get it back? Because a pick and pop isn't as easy as it used to be back in McDyess era.
No, it definitely is not. And, I know Weezy D be making his jokes about Duran is just another version of Drummond. He's already better than Drummond, because why? He's already more aggressive, way more aggressive than Drummond ever was. And that is going to benefit Jalen Duran's development going forward, man. I'm so glad Trajan mentioned Jaden Ivey as being a free agent addition, because technically you are getting your second leading scorer back in your lineup. So that'll be huge. This Pistons team will be fine. But
let's go.
I do got to ask you about one Cade Cunningham.
Oh, you got another one?
I do.
Let's go.
Cade Cunningham will improve to an All-NBA first or second team next season. Wow. Swish or brick?
I'm just supposed to get the statements first. Yes.
I knew you were supposed to say yes. If you had to say it, no, I thought something was wrong with you.
No, absolutely. I thought he was snubbed from it this year. And obviously, shout out to the GOAT, Steph Curry. I see you over there, JV. So get that smile off your face, man. But next year, I believe, is a year where it is no more of that, hey, the old guard. We're going to give you guys the old boy. Now I believe it is about these young players who are ready to take over the face of the NBA. That's what's different. They're not waiting. Cade is not waiting to be coordinated. Cade is not waiting to be crowned. Cade is going out there and trying to take it. And that, to me, is what I believe is ultimately going to push him over the top this season. But let's see what the rest of the cast and the crew believes. What say ye that dude, Justin, first or second All-NBA team for Cade Cunningham this year?
I think it's a swish. I believe in Cade Cunningham. I believe in him taking a next step. I believe that he is going to be one of those players who has some playoff defeat and just comes back stronger, comes back better. I think that you won't be seeing an 0-for-8 3-point performance from Cade Cunningham in the playoffs for a very long time. I think that he's going to take this offseason, figure out everything in his game that still has holes, is shooting in the playoffs, and his turnovers. I think he's going to continue to improve. And the clutch moments. And then his usage will go down with Ivy coming back, and I think that's also another thing that will help him out as well. So all those factors, I believe he will. He was so close last year, and I think this year he truly takes the step of being one of the elite point guards in the NBA.
What up, though, Willie B? That's good points by you, Justin.
It's wide open, yes. As I call it a switch because Cade got advantage. Right now, he could just dominate this coming season because who's gone? Jason Tatum's gone. Tyrese Halliburton's gone. You got Damian Lillard gone. It's wide open, Cade, to be second, first team because the new generation's on the downhill. So that's his uphill to be the man of this season. Yeah. I think he get first and second team easily.
What up, though, JB Smooth? Good points.
I definitely got to go with Swish as well on this one. Lockstep with you guys once again. I definitely think he got snubbed for it this past season. But
you're happy, huh?
But, I mean, it's okay. My guy Steph was in there. It's cool. It's cool. I still definitely think he got snubbed, though. I'm not going to lie. But I just think coming back this year, it'll just solidify that, like, hey, I am and I should be first or second team right there. Limit those turnovers once again, and then everything will be straight. But this year, he will definitely be locked in for that first or second team.
Jay Bizzle, I love you. Keep your goddamn Steph propaganda off of this program, man. I'm not going to tell you again. I'm not going to tell you again. But shout out to my boy JB. But
what up, brother?
This is a swish, but it's relying upon one thing. And I think it's the thing that in Cade's game, it's the only thing he really needs to improve at this point. And it's the three-point shot. If he can get his three-point shot working better than what it was last year, he will easily be All-NBA second team. And dare I say, All-NBA first team will be at his disposal as well. But it's all tied to whether he can improve that three-point jumper or not.
I think improving the three-point jumper actually will help with the turnover situation, too. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if getting run off of the three-point line, whether it's the defense doing it or himself doing it, because he's like, dang, I'm off.
Right.
And he knows I'm a facilitator, and all of a sudden, you can get yourself caught up. And that's what we see him doing. Those situations generally happening when he's entering the paint, trying to facilitate. And sometimes when he was mid-range Cade his first year, and there was a whole lot less people to pass it to, my man was just hitting that mid-range and letting it fly.
Yeah.
I do hope that as we see the return of Jaden Ivey, as it relates to your point that you brought up, you look back at Cade Cunningham. When did he shoot the best from three? You look at those moments with Jaden Ivey out there, especially the catch and shoot. You've heard me talk about this for a few years. I've put it in articles. There's been times where I really track the numbers. And Cade Cunningham, for whatever reason, just shoots the ball better when he's playing in that backcourt with Jaden Ivey. And I think it's because of the movement and the motion and the attention that Jaden Ivey attracts whenever he's dribbling the ball. One dribble from the three-point line, and that dude can be at the rim, literally dunking the ball on your head. And when you can make that much of an impact, that's where I do believe Cade Cunningham, who is a high IQ player, not just facilitating, but also going to get his own, he can move. He can relocate. Instead of us giving those types of looks and motions to Simone Fontecchio, I'd rather just do that with Cade Cunningham, who's like just an inch shorter.
Thank you.
I honestly would. Like, I kind of want to see it, but I'm seeing a lot of people in the chat as well, man, with a lot of swishes, swish second team, swish after thinking about it. That's Greg, David Cabell. Man, I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to go with this Pistons season already. We still got a long way to go.
Yeah, man. I'm so
ready. We got
ready.
Lions football this month.
No, of course we love the Lions, man. But the Pistons resurgence, I'm so back into Pistons bad. It's not even funny, bro. It's not even funny. But let's move on to the Tigers. Eat them up, Tigers. Eat them up. The Tigers should target Cabrian Hayes at the trade deadline. Swish or brick?
Hey, you know what, Justin? I'm going to throw it over to you real quick. I'm going to send this over to you, JB Smooth, unless I already put it in the Slack, with Cabrian Hayes, because there's somebody who believes that the Tigers should buck going after a reliever and should instead go after a bat, go after defensive help, and they believe it'll help them in the long run too if they target one Ke'Bryan Hayes. But what say ye?
That is just not it. Just straight up. That is just not the move. That is a brick. That is a Shaq free throw brick.
Damn.
This is via Newsweek as well, by the way.
I know it's via Newsweek, and I know Ke'Bryan Hayes is a very good defender. But at the end of the day, this team does not need help on defense. They are fine platooning. They have done a great job defensively at third base this year. I'm not looking to trade for a fielding specialist at third base. I'm looking to trade for a bat. This guy has a 600 OPS. I'm sorry. I'm not interested in that. I actually believe it's 590. It's not even 600. So this is a huge brick. I don't think that this is the move that makes you a World Series contender and the moves that a real World Series contender makes. This is a move that some piss-poor franchise makes.
But check this out, though.
He like this shit.
Check this out, though. This is the rub, JB Smooth. Do you have the last thing I just sent?
Hold on,
this is the rub. Somebody from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, Noah Hiles, he's reporting this. The Detroit Tigers boasted the best record in all of baseball entering Wednesday, and while they have gotten excellent play from Javier Baez and Zach McKinstry at the position this season, they have reportedly, this is crazy, called the Pittsburgh Pirates about the availability of third baseman Ke'Bryan Hayes, according to Noah Hiles of Pittsburgh Post-Gazette of all places. Where does he get that type of a scoop?
See, the thing is, Ke'Bryan Hayes isn't better at third base than Zach McKinstry or Javi Baez. So why would we make this move? Why would we give up assets? This is a move that a Walmart World Series team makes. Straight up.
The only reason why
this is not a move
is because it's reported in national media and their local media is running with it. I'm like, whoa. How did we get here? Hey, Willie B, do you got any input on this one, man? Ke'Bryan Hayes, defense, a third base. You want another bat, or are you looking for a relief arm? Swish or brick for you on Ke'Bryan Hayes?
I agree with Justin on that one. I'll break on that one. We will need another defender. The defense is phenomenal. We need another reliever. Or another reliever to help with the pitching out, because Jack Flaherty sometimes will be on and off. So they need something that is be more consistent in the pitch on the dugout. So that's one though. But who needs another defender?
I see some people.
Defense, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lunchbox, but Justin, you would have a lower OPS if you played for the Pirates. Well, listen, Lunchbox. When we're a World Series contender, I'm not taking fix-me players to start at third base. Sorry. I don't care if he is having... seriously, I'm not taking a guy who we have to fix his swing.
I know he is on fire, man. There's something about that seat that just get people fired the fuck up.
Hey, Jamaican Curry over here, dog.
I swear, man, that flannel seat is crazy, bro. It just makes you mad. But
Jamaican jerk over here,
seat,
man.
Bro.
Before JB goes, I did want to point out this message by Charles McClain. Elite glove, that's what the Tigers need at third base, and he won't cost the Tigers any top prospects.
Okay. I said the comments are starting to enter as it relates to Hayes, man. Hey, chat family, get your comments in. I'm curious to see what more and more people feel about this. Voice of Reason, JB Smooth.
Jay Bizzle.
How's it going, brother? It's been reported.
I'm about to destroy all these things with stats. I'm telling you. Go ahead, JB.
I agree with Justin on this one completely. I mean, if you're doing it for depth purposes and it's not going to hurt you, sure, go ahead, do whatever. But I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know this man. I'm sorry. I don't know who this dude is.
I don't know this man. Exactly, JB.
I don't need him on the team.
Oh, goodness.
That's hilarious.
KG?
Nah, I'm in line with Justin just based on the fact that if you're going to go out and get a third baseman, he needs to be a hitting third baseman. I think they shored up a lot of questions about this defense early on in the season. Of course, that's something we harped on all off season. This infield is garbage. How are they going to be able to defend? Well, they've been able to do a pretty damn good job. Zach McKinstry, you got to give him credit. Javi Baez, the times he's been over there, you have to give him credit. You got Matt Vierling back. He's working his way back. So I think you're fine at that position. Mm-hmm. Maybe you go get a first baseman, but if you
call?
I
think that's bad reporting, bro. He got some bad news in my opinion.
Yeah, man, maybe he did. But if you're going to get someone, I would suggest going to get a first baseman. But either way, even if it was a third baseman, they got to be able to hit. Like, the defense will be fine. You need more bats to supplement this offense.
My man Justin over here hot. What you got? Anything else on this one, Justin?
Yeah, I do. Don't worry. I got stats.
Let's go.
To prove why you don't need Ke'Bryan Hayes, okay? Ke'Bryan Hayes, fielding stats this year, okay? Fielding percentage, .983. Defensive runs saved, 12, okay? Let's go to Zach McKinstry real quick, all right?
Talk to him.
Fielding percentage, .988. That is better, by the way. And defensive runs saved. I just lost it because I'm mad. 14. 14. More than Ke'Bryan Hayes. So, no. He is not a better fielder than McKinstry. He's not a better hitter than McKinstry. No. If you're going to get someone that can hit. Yeah. Please. Like 850 OPS or higher.
Easy to chat to. He's like, he is horrible at the plate. Pittsburgh, I think Pittsburgh
abysmal at the plate.
They try to get one over on us, bro.
Yeah.
I think they trying to will this.
He is a 585 OPS this year.
Boom.
No.
Remember what I told y'all, man. My journey into this media thing. For now going on 5 seasons into this thing, you realize there's some stuff that is very, very true, and there's stuff that is reported that you're like, I'm talking to the team. They're like, no. Where'd you get that from? I'm like, an actual reporter. They're like, it's the game. It's the game. So I'm wondering. It'd be interesting to see at this trade deadline what the Tigers are looking at, because I would assume that Zach McKinstry is a person that they have eyes for, long-term eyes for, man.
Yeah, especially after the season he's having. Come on, man. But Ke'Bryan Hayes, good luck to you.
Over here.
I do not think you will be a Detroit Tiger, but it's time to answer some questions, man. We got to get down to it. We got to.
No, I don't need to throw shit.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not flannel. He's not flannel. Although the CMU disrespect got to stop. But fire up Chips, by the way. Shout out.
Should we? Let's say what I've done to some friends, and I know we got some more of these Swisher Brick questions.
Yeah, I got a Fire Tigers one. We gotta get down to the nitty gritty of it. I'm sick of it.
Go.
Draw your line in the sand right now.
Hey, JB Smooth, who we saying what up though to?
We gotta hear from Vin Johnson and the White Claw Tigers tour.
Got him right here. If you've got a crisis, let Vin point the way. Step 1, verify with details and photos. Step 2, engage your attorney. Step 3, notify your insurance provider. Get justice with Vin.
That man fights.
Batman shirt on, right?
That man fights.
Vin Johnson Law. Shout out to
big
Vin.
shout out.
White Claw Tigers tour. Hey, calling all Tigers fan. That's all you beautiful people out there. Join Spencer and Easy for our final stop on the tour. That's today, July 11th, man, at Second Best Bar. What'd you say?
Spenny already said they finna wild out. They going all in today.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna be there. I know there's gonna be other people who've already confirmed to be in the building. It's going to be dope at Second Best Bar in Detroit. Be part of the fun. See our reactions live on Woodward Sports Network to one of the hottest teams in baseball. It is the White Claw Tigers Tour, brought to you by White Claw and Vin Johnson Law. I can't wait to see the heavyweights go crazy. It's gonna be nice. Let's rock.
Summer's heating up and Feldman's clearing space for the incoming new models. That means massive markdowns during Feldman's hot summer sale. Get a 2025 Silverado for just $189 a month, or this 2026 Equinox for just $209 a month. Inventory's moving fast, and when it's gone, it's gone. So don't sweat the search. Just get to Feldman. More locations, more inventory, more ways to save. The hot summer sale is on at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
Yeah, for sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well.
Oh. I threw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo. You're a saint.
All right, buddy, we'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
At Gold Crown, concentrates are their bread and butter, crafting elite collaboration extracts since the caregiver days. Gold Crown partners with craft growers across Michigan to bring you exclusive full spectrum concentrates. Justin's still over here a little upset.
Give me some Gold Crown.
Hey, he needs some Gold Crown right now. They
fact.
got infused pre-rolls and the live resin infused gummies. Their new line, Crown Jewels, is here, gluten-free, effect-based, coated in nerds for that extra little pop as well, too. Find Gold Crown in over 300 dispensaries statewide. Smoke like royalty. All rise for the reign of royal highs only with Gold Crown.
Guys, let's be honest. We like simple stuff like gimmies on the golf course. We like uncomplicated like Lady Jane's haircuts for men. Walk in, sign in, before you know it, you're handsome and clean. Lady Jane's open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It is wicked awesome. Glad to be back, man. This has been a fun Swisher break. We got Justin over here teetering on the brink, on the edge.
I'm not teetering. I'm very chilling and grilling.
Out right now.
Shout out to IT Hips, though. He agrees with me.
It's that chair, bro. I'm telling you.
It's that flannel.
Shout out, man. Shout out to our brother Flannel Sam. We miss you. Cannot wait to get you back here on Monday. And you know what? Just to kind of reset a little bit, shout out to the Booth brothers, man. You talking about the most elite, the wonderful, stupendous, immaculate. Hey, shout out to KG, Detroit's #1 draft pick in the sound booth.
Shower me with all the adjectives.
You know what was it? Rookie of the Year, MVP, now comeback player of the year. Shout out to our dog.
Still only in my second year though. Like what? I might be one of the greatest, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you.
One day, JB Smooth, we're going to have to cook up some type of graphic, dog. They got like the jerseys up there,
Show
man.
my first day coming in. The day I got drafted.
You got to hold a basketball, hold up like number one.
Have a big ass suit on like they did in 03. Let's do it, bro.
The big old boxes, the rectangles. Them boys that move, like, how much starch did they use?
Dog, it was crazy. They couldn't even turn. You got to turn your whole body to turn in them
Chris
suits.
Bosh literally looked like a dinosaur.
I'm trying to tell you, Tim Duncan had some of the worst fashion sense I've ever seen. Like, man, that shit, it was a wild time.
I said Carmelo Anthony in that damn suit.
Yeah, man.
Shout out Woodward Sports MVP in the TD booth. Hey, what up, though, JB Smooth?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? I'm still missing that snack wrap. I still need the snack wrap.
Somebody get Jay Bizzle a snack wrap, man.
When you do get the snack wrap, JB, you know you have to record the occasion, right?
Oh, definitely.
I can't
definitely.
wait.
I'm doing that.
Can't wait.
Tag Popeyes in it.
Hey, shout out to intern Alina in the building.
Shout out.
And I see Willie Beast. You all right over there, man? You okay
he
too?
over there stewing too.
Yep.
He's still mad about the Pistons.
Yeah,
I still am. You know,
I still am.
I still am. I'm chilling right now. I'm just trying to enjoy this moment, man.
Oh man, shout out that dude Justin. You're doing a great job, man. Doing a great job, man. It's been awesome to see you just continue to get better and better and better here. And shout out again to our brother Flannel Sam and Matt Broder as always. It's your boy Kool-Aid. Let's get back in the Swisher break.
Yep, and shout out Weezy. He threw me some love in the chat. I appreciate it. If you go back and you watch that EAD episode I hosted at the end of August of last year,
shout out to Weezy. Thank you, Weezy.
You look at this episode now, you can tell there's a huge difference in my confidence and my flow. So, and that's only happened because of the great people in this room and the other supporter on the network for helping me improve and giving me advice. And shout out to everyone at the network, specifically everyone in this room. Spencer, Easy, Neil, D-Mac, Sean, everyone who has really taken me under their wing. So I appreciate it a lot.
Star was always going to rise.
Oh, you know, I knew that
always.
from day one. I knew. I told you, KG, and I told you, Justin, y'all are going to be stars.
Yeah.
Y'all are stars, man. It's awesome to see you guys flourishing. And
big things coming from KG.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
yes,
appreciate
sir.
that. Appreciate
and
that.
You guys deserve the platform. I can't wait, bro. We'll leave it there. But
yeah, please.
We'll see.
Man.
We'll get back in the Swisher break, but I'm glad that people are noticing the work you've put in and the improvements that you've made, man. Shout out to you, brother.
I appreciate it. So yeah.
Speakeasy says, great job, Justin.
Shout out to Easy.
Big shout out. But it's time to figure out what side of the fence you on, man. We need to know. We need to know right now. This is for the Tigers. The Tigers have made this season World Series or bust, swish or brick.
Ooh.
Swish.
I mean, they said it. Scott Harris said it. He said that they believe that they're a World Series team, not just long term already, but he said this year too. And then he also went a step further and said it's going to influence what they do at the trade deadline. And he used this word, aggressive. So I do believe it's World Series or bust. We're talking about Tarek Skubal. We don't know what the heck is happening with this contract or not. This is a window that they've backed themselves into. They put the pressure on themselves to go out there and have to get this thing done. And I get it. Some people say, yeah, but you got them under control for a little bit longer. You really want to play with that. That's why I'm glad to hear them say, you know what, aggressive. But what say ye? Is it World Series or bust, or can they World Series? You mean winning it or getting there? KG.
You said what? No.
Winning it or getting there?
The statement is stated: the Tigers have made this season World Series or bust.
Oh. So winning it. What say you, Justin?
That's tough. I can't lie, but
it's getting there would be amazing. But
with the way that the season is going, with the way that management has started talking about this season and the hype around this team, I think it is becoming World Series or bust very quickly, especially with a good deadline. I think that you are putting yourself in a position where you are the team that is feared in the AL. You are arguably the deepest team, pitching-wise and hitting-wise in the AL, from 1 to 9. There's a lot of power in the Yankees lineup and the Astros lineup, but they do not stay as consistent throughout the entire lineup as the Tigers do. So I do think it's getting to that point. I don't think it's there yet, but I think depending on how they manage this trade deadline in the next couple weeks is what's going to show us, are they actually serious? If they actually are serious, they will make moves and they will become a potential juggernaut by the moves they make in the trade deadline. And if they go ahead and they do that and they are aggressive, like Scott Harris has said that they are going to be, 100%, it's World Series or bust. The AL is down this year. You got the Dodgers on the other side, but you know what advantages you have versus them.
Yeah.
And it's baseball. Anything can happen. And if you can do a series where Tarek Skubal can take the bump 2 or 3 times, you can win that series because you're letting everything hang out. If we get into the playoffs, I can guarantee you one thing: expect Tarek Skubal to pitch like Madison Bumgarner when he carried that Giants team to the World Series to win it. I'm telling you, that type of usage, that type of dominance, that's what I expect from Tarek Skubal. Yeah,
100%. For the Tigers in this playoffs. Willie B, what say you? Is it World Series or bust? Are you okay if they get further than last year but don't win the World Series? Swish or brick for you, man?
It's a swish. It got to be World Series or bust because I don't want to relive the Jim Lennon years of 06 and 2012. I don't want that. I want them to win the World Series.
We do.
We want a ring. It's been since when I was born in 1984. We need another World Series championship ring. So it has to be World Series or bust. Y'all came too long. They came a long way. They shocked everybody last year and went to the playoffs. Let's shock everyone to go to the World Series and win it. We didn't have no superstars. Now we got superstars now.
In my soul.
We self-made. Tigers are self-made superstars now. All we gotta do is win the whole thing and prove everybody wrong. All that hate in Detroit gotta stop.
JB Smooth, what up though?
Oh, this is a swish for me easily. As Justin said before, the Dodgers are the only ones you're looking at on the other side that, you kind of fear. I don't think anyone in the AL right now is, scaring you as much. And I definitely think this team is just hungry and resilient. I know we're coming from a place last season where, we were in the playoffs and a lot of people said we shouldn't have been there. But I think now it's definitely determined for them to sit here and go further than they did last year and make it to that World Series. So I expect to see them there. Swish for me.
And KG, before you give yours, I see the people in the chat, they're getting busy. Hey, shout out to Greg to 2025. He says Justin Starr is rising. But Dante151, Ed Catelius, Randall Smalls, they all say swish. DNC says swish, WTF. So he's like, what?
Right.
Yeah, of course. Daytwa straight up, he puts in the chat, it's a swish. Torque said it in an interview. But there is one. Let me see. I believe it is Charles McClain. Brick. It's about the long term, not just this year. Tigers have the #1 farm system, and it's not just about this year. And one more nitty gritty. I'm for JB Smooth. I'm sneaking in snack wraps when I go see Superman later.
Hell yeah, let's go.
What say you, KG?
Man, I'm sorry, y'all, man. It's a slight break. Only slightly. And thank God, Charles McClain, I got some type of support in the chat because I think this is more of a long-term play. However, there is nuance to it. With Scuba, essentially having 1 year left of Scuba. If you don't get it done this year, it has to get done next year. So that's where I'm at right now. If this was make it to the World Series or bust, then I'm Swish all the way. But right now, to me, if you get to the ALCS and you compete, I'm cool as a fan. Like everybody else, you do what you want with your fandom. As far as just me personally, in my opinion, if they get to the ALCS, they take it 6 or 7 games, and they just happen to lose, I'm okay with that. Because I just don't see them getting to the World Series and taking on a Dodgers team. Like, that's a tall task for 7 games. 100%. Taking on that Dodgers team. I can't see them winning that just yet, even with Tarek Skubal being all world like he is right now. But anything can happen. So Charles McClain says, oh man, I want to respond to him, and it's outside the brick comment. I'm a Tigers fan, just wondering how anyone can say 1 through 9 the Tigers have a good lineup. Has anyone forgotten about 170 hitting catcher or 198 hitting center fielder? Well, what I would say to that is, in terms of just the AL, the Tigers have 11 guys with over 700 OPS. The Yankees have 8. The Astros the Yankees have 9. The Astros have 8. We have 3 more guys than the Astros and 2 more than the Yankees who are hitting over 700 OPS. This lineup is very good and is very deep, deeper than any other team in the AL. But one thing that will happen is both of those teams will be aggressive at the deadline, and they will make their lineups deeper. So in turn, you have to do the same thing, and you have to compete in this arms race to make sure that you are still the favorite to win the AL. And Justin, to that point, my opinion could change depending on what happens at the trade deadline, for sure.
100%. If they are aggressive at the trade deadline, and that's what I said, they will show you if it is World Series or bust by what they do at the deadline. If they make one trade, they're about 50% serious about winning the World Series.
Ooh.
If they make 2 trades, they're about 80%. They make 3 trades and really fix every need that this team needs, you're 100%, you're all in. You're doing what the Dodgers and the Yankees are going to do, making every move possible to make their team better.
I love this.
And that's where you will know from management whether this team is really ready to say World Series or bust. Because if they want to say World Series or bust, you have to invest in that. And investing at the trade deadline is how you win the World Series as a team in the current era of the MLB.
Hey, that dude, Justin Heat Index. I like that, man. Spitting facts. And Charles McClain, I actually agree with this one. Since Tigers' only competition in the AL is the Astros, and they are favorites to land a couple top starters and a third baseman. And even
will be in bidding wars with the Astros.
Their competition is with the Astros, I still believe that the moves that the Astros have to make, even though I do believe that they're going to be good competition for the Tigers, it's still to try and catch the Tigers. They're not on the same level of the Tigers. And we've seen the Tigers go into several different series with the Astros over the last few years and handle them appropriately. So I'm still bullish and confident on the Tigers. The Astros definitely passed the Guardians for me as a team that you're like, you know what? As much as you can, you probably want that series to be later on in your, as late as it can be in your playoff run, which it's probably going to be. But I'm still really, really bullish about the Tigers over the Astros. But I do agree with them. They're going to be the biggest hurdle this year.
All right. These next 2 statements are technically pointed toward Justin because he's the hockey elite in the room. And these are very simple statements.
Shout out to IT Hips.
Yeah, these are very, very simple statements. So we'll start with this one. Steve Yzerman. Well, I'll start with this one. Steve Yzerman's offseason has been a failure, Swish or Brick.
Say it one more time.
Steve Yzerman's offseason this year has been a failure, Swish or Brick.
Ooh.
I'm going to say Brick because I don't feel like it has been a failure. I think it hasn't been as, let's call it splashy, as it could have been.
Yeah.
And I think there's still time for that as well. But in terms of filling out the depth of this roster, it's in a better place than it was last year. There's still moves on the table, so I don't want to write him off yet. But he has made moves that make this roster better. And that's, at the end of the day, you got to give him at least some credit where it's not a failure. But did he marginally improve this roster? No. This team is still not good enough to make the playoffs. And unless they make another ad, they're on the outside looking in. Right now, I project them to be the 10th best team in the Eastern Conference. And that's where they were last year. Every team has made brilliant moves for for players that have really helped their team. So are the Wings. I mean, the Gibson trade was great, and that's kind of what's saving this offseason, in my opinion, because that was a pretty big splash move. You can't call it a failure yet, but you can't call it a complete success yet. I think he's sitting at like a C+ right now. It's like C+ right now. Okay. It's been good. He's improved the roster, but right now he's leaning on hitting that elusive rookie parlay for next year, and I'd rather be sitting with some more knowns in some lineup spots that right now are filled by unknowns. So,
and I see the chat here. Phil says brick. ADS411 says bounce. Did it bounce in or bounce out?
Right.
Patrick Ofiara says it's not done yet officially. Daytwa straight up says swish. DNCNT brick. This offseason will be graded in March. Charles McClain says, can I say bounce? Y'all got to tell us, is it bouncing into the rail, out the rail? Y'all
got to know.
Randall Smalls, brick, and then we have a slew of bricks. Dante151, brick. This offseason in NHL has been very weird. Harvey Wallbanger, brick. It could have been better, but there wasn't much to get.
And that's crazy. I thought we would see a lot more swishes.
I thought we would. Only like maybe one or two.
Yeah, just based on, the fans' feelings towards Steve Yzerman's aggressiveness. At free agency and stuff like that. But
Daytwa in the chat though says we got to stop giving the Red Wings passes. I had Stevie Y jerseys, but he should be on the hot seat.
No, he shouldn't be on the hot seat.
It's funny that was said because this rolls right into my next statement.
Okay.
Steve Yzerman should be on the hot seat if the Wings fail to make the playoffs this upcoming season. Swish or brick.
Post or net.
That's a good one. I like that. Post or net.
I think that's a post. I don't think that he is even remotely close to the hot seat in terms of the eyes of management. He may be for the fan base, but at the end of the day, he's literally come out and told you that he does not care what you think as the fans. Yeah. He is going to walk to the tune of his own drum.
And we're not talking about management. I'm talking about from you, the fan perspective.
Oh, from me, the fan,
no. Should he be on the hot seat if they don't make the playoffs? We should have made the playoffs 2 seasons ago.
I personally don't think so. I think this team is still 4 players away from really getting to that next level, because at the end of the day, I'm not building to make the playoffs. I'm building to compete in a playoff series, and that's where I just think that making some of these moves that people want to make could end up hindering our franchise. It took the Panthers 10 years to become a successful NHL team again after their rebuild, and they had to trade one of their star players in order to do it. I'm not saying that we should do that, but I'm just saying that there's a lot more that Yzerman can do, will do, and I think that not giving up the farm right now is the right move. Like, there are players down there that are still very good and that are going to be contributors on this team, and when you look at things like that, you have to see that if you are going to wager those players for short-term fills, it's only going to hurt you in the long run, and that's not, like, Steve Yzerman has come out and said he's not going to do that. So in any trade that Steve Yzerman makes, he's not going to give up any of his prospects for the most part. He's not going to give up high-level draft picks. It's just how Steve Yzerman operates. So I think that if the East wasn't as good as it is this year, the East is a gauntlet this year. Yeah. There's going to be 10 teams, including the Red Wings, that can and will be able to make the playoffs. So I think that, I don't know.
I found the swishes, though.
Listen, I'm about to say, I'm about to leave these off here, man. Look,
I found the swishes.
These swishes, I believe, are overwhelmingly in the lead here, man. I'm seeing ADS411 got things kicked off by saying, that's tough. Possibly the second greatest Red Wing of all time. Hey, but you know what? You got to be real about it, KG. Bringing the heat.
I got to read Freddie Felt's one in my Mr. McMahon voice. Swish. Stevie Y, you're fire.
What up, JD?
I just got to ask Justin this, because Stevie Y, we all love him. We love what he's
done
for
a lot
the
of
Red
swishes.
Wing organization. When he was a player, now stepping into that GM role from like 2019. Is this like a 10-year Yzerman plan we got to sit through for this team to be successful? Or, like, come on, because I think I'm with the majority of the crowd with the swishes. Like, I think hot seat after this season, if we don't do something and make the playoffs, you have to be considering this man on the hot seat.
I mean, I think the fan base will put him on the hot seat, especially the ones that are extremely dramatic, because there's a lot of those people out there in the Red Wings fan base. But the true issue is, and I actually put this on the show sheet, so I'm just going to go tap into it. This fan base, when it comes to the Red Wings, is so confusing because they all want to make big trades, but they don't want to give up prospects or draft picks. They want to sign big free agents, but don't want to dole out big contracts.
Talk to them.
They don't want to. They want to make the playoffs, but they're willing to hurt their window in the future to try to win a Stanley Cup by getting short-term options. It makes no sense. They have their head on backwards, and when Steve Yzerman should be on the hot seat is if he misses the playoffs in 2 years, because that will be having every one of his high-level prospects. There are at least 3, possibly 4 in the AHL system right now. You have ASP, you have Michael Bronzing-Nygaard, you have Nate Danielson, and you have Trey Augustine, who's at Michigan State.
Yep.
All 4 of those guys are part of this plan, and he is unwilling to move off of those 4 names, in my opinion. So until they are on the Red Wings roster, that is honestly when the time will start for Steve Yzerman, is when you start seeing all these rookies come up and they have a plethora of young talent, when their whole team is like the Lions, where they have multiple of the best players under 25. That's when he's going to be ready to make his move and to make the big move to make this team a contender.
And just to back you up, that's you. I see you keeping all of your passion in check and trying to give your most clear-headed and level-minded response. And that's because you've also stated this. Even though you're saying, look, 2 years before you're really putting a hot seat on them, you still said you're crashing the hell out if they miss the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, I will be upset if they miss the playoffs. But at the same time,
you understand.
I will understand, because if the fact is the prospects aren't ready, or the prospects come up and they hit some rough patches, that's how it's going to be. And this team is getting to a place, and I think even with the lull of the beginning of the season under Lalonde, they still improved in the back half of the season. Now, I think this year the biggest thing for them to make the playoffs is to not fall apart in March and April. If they don't fall apart in March and April, they will probably be in the playoff race and have a chance to make the playoffs. But you have to see it to believe it. They've shown me nothing in the last 3 years to prove that they can do that. And so I'm not going to come on here and be in fantasy land and say that it's just automatically going to fix itself and their issues with the PK and with March and April. So we'll see. I think that there's a lot of good pieces this year that are going to take some steps. Marco Kasper, Raymond. I think Edvinsson will take another step. ASP will help when he's up eventually. So we'll have to see. But the Yzer plan will definitely have some big haters if they don't make the playoffs this year.
Man, you might have to do a Yzer plan live stream, like a Q&A with the people.
Yeah.
That would freaking bang.
God forbid. But we got one more. We had to get some Lions in here, and Kool-Aid, you had to fire Lions Swisher Brick. National media is right to question the Lions' elite status following a loss of both coordinators, Swish or Brick.
It continues. It's popping up on some of the same shows. It's popping up on news shows, and as we are getting closer and closer to the start of preseason, which is just a few freaking weeks away. Think about that.
Yeah.
I'm seeing more and more people who are taking the Lions off the pantheon of elite in the NFL, and they're questioning if they're even elite in the NFC. They don't necessarily question them as much in the NFC North, but just as early as yesterday, we did see Breakfast Ball back at it again, and not only now are they questioning, are the Lions better than the Eagles and the Commanders, but now they're also asking, are the Rams one of those biggest threats to the Eagles in the NFC? But gotta ask you, Justin, swish or brick?
I think that's a swish. I think that the national disrespect is just only going to continue.
And what was that question, just real quick, just so you know?
National media is right to question the Lions' elite status following the loss of both coordinators.
Yeah, that's 100% a brick. I think that the national media loves to crown teams that have been there before. And I think that the lack of Super Bowl appearances for the Detroit Lions always has hindered them in the national media and continues to.
Yeah.
I think that people are so quick to forget how many starters the Lions truly lost throughout the entire season, where, you got the Eagles with 21 out of 22 day one starters starting in the Super Bowl. It's not even a comparison. Like, the Lions they lost Hutch, Aline, DJ Reader. Like, that's their entire defensive line. Like, they had no one on their D-line. I I don't know. I can't get behind like them having no belief in the Lions. The Lions have continuously proven how deep they are on both sides of the ball, and I just can't. I don't know. Like it honestly baffles me. I understand the Jaden Daniels hype. I understand the Eagles hype. I understand the Rams hype. I understand all the hype. But why does that hype have to take away from the Lions? Like, why does that have to diminish the Lions' success?
Yeah.
The Lions last year still were 15-2, coming off an NFC Championship appearance with injuries. Like, there will be a regression to the mean with the injuries. So, yeah, this year I do expect the Lions to be better than they were last year, even if their record doesn't show that, because their schedule's tougher.
I expect them to be a more complete team, especially in the playoffs next
doubt.
year. But Harvey Wallbanger, he brought up this good point, too. National media is questioning even if Campbell is on the hot seat already.
Get out of here.
Y'all didn't see it? Whoa.
No.
Y'all didn't see this?
No.
The Bleacher Report stuff?
No.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And the sporting news. Lions head coach Dan Campbell gets heavily disrespected in latest NFL hot seat ranking.
You out your fucking
Y'all
mind.
didn't know this?
The hate is real.
Yeah, that's what encouraged me to put this on there.
I can't even acknowledge that with
bro,
yeah, like what?
You know these questions only come via they're either influenced by what media is saying or what a lot of our chat family and our comments are saying. So we know that we're at least tonally in the same room, even if we agree or disagree.
Bro,
this was on a national scale.
Dan Campbell is one.
They don't believe in Dan.
Dan Campbell is one playoff run away from having a statue.
They don't believe in Dan Campbell, bro.
Like, what are we talking about? I can't even acknowledge that for real.
I don't understand how you keep hearing these players say that they play for Dan Campbell, but national media continues to act like it's everybody else but Dan Campbell.
They've gotten better every single year. Even last year, from a regular season standpoint, they had the most wins in franchise history. Number 1 seed. What are we talking about?
Hold on, Dirty Dr. D. No. The Sporting News was ripping it. They don't
seed.
deserve the bozo clown. They were ripping it. They were like, whoa.
Okay,
they disrespected them in this.
All right,
it was Bleacher Report who actually went and did the rank.
Report. I like Bleacher Report.
I
Y'all
like
gotta
them
do better.
too.
Y'all got to do better.
It's Bleacher Report's Mo Moton, who plays Campbell as in the fourth highest tier for NFL head coaches on the hot seat.
Mo Moton, you on the hot seat, bro. And listen, I don't call for anybody's job. I ain't trying to, fuck with your money, but you on the hot seat for that shit, though. You get better. But JB, I think we got to come to you now because we ain't get your response. Yeah. But the national media is right to question the Lions' elite status following the loss of both coordinators. Swisher brick.
That's a brick now. Come on, that's a brick. I hate the media always goes to this as soon as like a team loses coordinators and they're like the team is going to take a step back. No, nothing is going to change. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So what? We have a few less trick plays this year. Who cares? We'll be fine without it. Trust me, we'll be fine without it. So this is a brick for me.
I'm seeing them but bricks in the chat. What say you, KG, before we break this thing down?
It's funny because I was going to go with the contrarian answer. Y'all kind of got me riled up, but I'm just going based strictly off of the national media's perspective. From a national media perspective, I don't agree with it, but from a national media perspective, I do think they have some right to question whether the Lions are still elite just based on how last year ended. Now, like I said, I don't agree with it, but the Lions also have their history working against them. You can like it, you cannot like it, but it's the fucking truth. Why would the national media believe in us? Even when we've been good at times, the Lions have always seemed to regress or drop the ball at some point. So the national media questioning us with losing our coordinators and losing to an upstart team being the number 1 seed last year, I can understand why they would question us. I don't agree with it, but I can understand.
It's so much bulletin board material that's just all of a sudden coming about for the Detroit Lions.
For real.
Did you hear about this? Dan Campbell, he's like in the 4th highest tier for coaches on the hot seat, according to Bleacher Report's one of their NFL contributors.
I don't give a fuck.
Shout out to
Smitty.
in the building. Man, let's break this thing down. It's been a show. Shout out to our brother Flannel Sam. We missed you. Can't wait to get you back. I sent them this link too, so I'm sure Monday we're gonna have some fun with this.
Hell yeah.
But great job on the desk today, Justin.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Let's get that chest pass. We get this thing broke down.
Hey,
okay. Behind the back, man. Let's go. That dude Justin bringing great energy, positivity, and so much more to Woodward Sports, man. Willie B in the building. What up, though, brother? Good show today, man.
Man, it's a phenomenal day, phenomenal Friday. Good energy, good people, good company. Let's make the most of it when it comes to great content. Man, this is a great day, man. You just got to take take a chance and spend every minute, every second of enjoy yourself and do what y'all love to do. That's it.
Preacher Willie.
Preacher Willie. Yes,
Reverend Willie.
Yes, there's a blessing walking down the street. Yes, Lord.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
We got the shades down, so.
Right, I don't know how you saw that.
Shout out to Spin Dog in the building of the heavy.
I got P vision,
and
bro.
Big D Energy. And shout out to Internalina in the building.
Yes, sir.
We got to break down this elite booth. Shout out to KG, Detroit's #1 draft pick, Black Hollywood Mode in the sound booth. What up, though, Mr. Calvin Shepard?
Hey, okay. I see that joke ain't going nowhere. I see. But no, shout out to everybody in the chat that joined us today, man. We absolutely appreciate all the support. Shout out to my team. I love y'all, man. Let's keep this shit rolling, man.
Let's keep it going. Woodward Sports MVP in the TD booth. That is JB Smooth. What up, though, brother?
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Another episode of Woodward Ringside is going to be out this weekend. It's going to be an amazing weekend of wrestling. Stay tapped in with that as well, too. You want some more of me? No Chill Podcast should be up on Saturday. And also look out for another episode of Fast and Loose, myself and Chase as well, too. So just be on the lookout for everything. And I will be going out there to get a snack wrap this weekend and give you a food review. So I believe you will have a food review.
This is like, where's Waldo?
Right. Make sure you tap into Woodward Wings tomorrow. We are about to record. We've got a fire episode, some trades, Dougie Hamilton stuff. So we will get into all that. So make sure you tap in tomorrow at 10 a.m. Thank you for all the love in the chat. I appreciate it so much. It is a pleasure to be up here on the desk for you guys. So thank you guys for the support. I appreciate it a ton. So make sure you smash that like button.
Hey, it's your boy Brandon A.K. Detroit Kool-Aid, your credential pistol reporter, writer for the network.
And the GOAT.
Hey,
and the GOAT.
Appreciate you, KG, man. Appreciate you, chat family. Brandon. Smash that like button. Smash it. And stay tapped in with all the Woodward Sports, man. Appreciate you guys.